You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Hard Rock Stadium was where it was at, and where it finished. That's the preseason for the Jacksonville Jaguars. First one for this new regime, and it is over. And overall, things, I think, went pretty well for the Jaguars, even though they were 0-2-1 in the preseason. They looked pretty healthy going into the regular season, and in some areas look like they are better than they were maybe a month ago. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Jason Hamby is back. And Casey Kurtz joins us a little bit later on.
Still employed.
Men in Black today.
Always. Usually, but yeah, always.
Yeah, you can have that out with Casey later on, just because Casey didn't look where it is, and he wants to have everything on a silver platter and fed to him, and it's got to be right there for him. He didn't look in a folder and look around. Think outside the box a little bit, right? Walk around the story is what you're taught here in journalism school. You know, not everything's sitting there right in front of you. He crushes Hamby he tries to fire Hamby the other day for not making the graphic.
Oh, yeah?
Before the betting, right? This was the betting stuff?
Yeah.
And it was right in the folder.
Well, but it was a lack of communication because Kim didn't know where in the folder it was. Right?
Kids don't know how to communicate, man.
I feel you, man. I'm not saying it was to blame here. Like, you know, the show. Yeah, blame everybody, man. The show was fine.
But we did fire Hamby for a moment again.
Hamby was fired for a little bit, yeah. But welcome back, Hamby.
Appreciate it,
It's good to have you, man. Yeah. Dude was fighting for his life for the last 2 minutes of the show there on Ninja, and then I had to. You know, it's bad when I have to wrangle everybody in and say, guys, we're over.
Oh, so he came in the show.
Oh yeah, he's trying to defend himself, and we're like far over the time. We're supposed to cut out at 8:55, 12:55, and
nice job, Hamby. Then you did that on top of it? I didn't even know that.
It was 12:59. I'm like, guys, we got to go.
Brent, we do the same thing every day. We were on time.
Oh, I guarantee we weren't on time. And I took responsibility. Like, Brent left the keys to me, right? And I have 2 children in the back seat causing me to swerve off the road and crash into a telephone pole. So it was great.
Welcome to my life.
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
I had 20 minutes of it, Brent, and I was trying to walk off. I'm like, you guys just figure it out then. I don't care.
Times
it's
that
Friday.
by about 8.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how you do it sometimes, honestly.
Hope everybody had a good weekend. And now the countdown is on. Plus, we've got some real college football. We had some football over the weekend. Actually, a couple of good stories coming out of there we'll get to. And now the roster cuts and everything else. And I don't really think the Jags roster stuff is going to be overly exciting, although a trade last night with Fred Johnson goes back to Philadelphia. Yeah, I love this time in many respects because everything James Gladstone does is the best thing that's ever been done. What a great play. And I like it. I'm not like criticizing. That's cool because most of the time around here, it's like anything the GM or the head coach do is like the worst thing ever.
No, for sure.
I like it. It's refreshing.
I think when you bring Travis Hunter here of what you did in terms of trading and everything, and you have that excitement, that kind of gives you some leeway now, like where you're the man for a while, no matter what kind of moves you make.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Fred Johnson for a 7th round pick, does that do anything for me? Absolutely not. Because let's call a spade a spade. Are we going to be talking about the 7th round pick, you know, in years to come? I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Now, like, could you make an argument and say, well, do they need a tackle? Because there's some injuries right now on that offensive line. And, you know, Fred Johnson, while he wasn't competing to be a starter, I felt like was competing for some depth purpose. So, I mean, you can make an argument and kind of take the contrarian side and be like, should we be concerned now at offensive line depth?
Yeah, I thought initially, I was like, okay, I don't know if I get this totally because I think Fred Johnson can add some value to your point. I thought about it a little bit more, Hamby. Well, one, who knows how he was playing? I mean, some will say, whatever, he wasn't any good. Others will be like, well, the backup offensive lineman. I mean, what are you expecting? But I do think if you look at it as a whole right now, you obviously know got your 2 tackles. Right. To me, it's actually a nice sign in a way because it's confidence in Walker Little and Anton Harrison. So at least this group comes in. They're not tied to those guys, and they say those are our best 2 tackles. And so I kind of like the conviction there. Now, you also have Patrick McCarry, who can swing and play every position on the offensive line. There's more versatility even with guys like Monheim and everything else. But let's settle down on the Monheim front, all right? Monheim's going to be a center or guard most likely, and not probably stretching out to tackle, I don't think. And he's still a 7th-round pick. I think we got to be a little careful to get carried away with what happened in the preseason, although they did trade Fortner away, so they do have some confidence in him as their future center. I'm fine with that. That's good. But let's not put too much into that basket right away. I think he's an interior player for them. I do think Milam showed them a lot, but then is hurt, and he's got a brace on that it's like he's out for a bit. So he's not going to help you right away as a swing tackle. Udoka is really the key here because he's either going to win that right guard spot, or if you do need to put McCurry in some way, shape, or form at right or left tackle, you slide Udoka into, or Monheim, into the right guard's position. So I actually think their depth in the interior, the wedge, as James Gladstone said, is good enough to allow them to make a move like this and made Fred Johnson expendable. 7th-round pick, whatever. They're trying to obviously get as much draft capital as possible, ammunition to potentially get back in the first round next year. I don't think 7th-rounders do that often, but who knows? They've got 4 of them now. And also, people will say this, and small sample, but Monheim and also LaQuinn Allen have looked pretty good. And they were both 7th-round picks for James Gladstone. So they've done some nice things in the first month, Hamby.
Yeah, that's kind of where you take it is, man, we, for so many years as Jags fans, have been, about as anti-draft pick as possible just because they haven't really turned into much. Well, now with Gladstone, even regardless of LaQuinn Allen and Monheim, do the 7th-round picks mean more with him as our GM than they did, obviously with Balky and in years past with Caldwell and whoever you want to throw in there. Now we have a guy who kind of, not necessarily prioritizes it, but relishes the opportunity to go get guys in the 7th and even the UDFAs and all the stuff that, he kind of put together with the Rams about that whole class. I think it might mean a little bit more. It gets me a little bit more excited, whereas I used to scoff at a trade like this. It's like, it's not going to do anything. Now, obviously there's no hit rate. And we're still, 6 months into his tenure, but it gives me a little bit more confidence that this could be something in the future.
I just think, and how people feel about James Gladstone now, like, okay, that was a great move. But I feel even more about Howie Roseman and how he handles in Philadelphia, where any draft pick that Howie Roseman makes, any trade that Howie Roseman I always think, okay, he just got the better of the situation. And like when the Eagles got Fred Johnson, the 7th-round pick, I'm immediately going, all right, well, what didn't we see with Fred Johnson? What does Howie Roseman know? Because now I'm thinking, did we just get fleeced because it's Howie Roseman and the guy seems to, do pretty well at trades and also do pretty well at drafting?
Yeah, that's fair. That's an interesting point.
Do you think he's the best GM in the NFL?
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
Has to be. Now, I do think where this guy came from, when James Gladstone and Les Snead certainly is up there as well, and there are probably a handful of guys, right, what Baltimore's done over time. So, yeah, I think he's in that conversation, but he's defending Super Bowl champ. He's acquired what I think most people would call the best roster in football. So, I think there's certainly something to that, and we'll see what Gladstone is able to do with all these picks. Like I said, they do have 12 of them now, so is that a good way to be able to get back in down the road? I would say this one thing about Fred Johnson. He is so physically imposing. He's such a big dude. He's 6'7", 325, and so, or 330. And he's a big, big man. And when your whole emphasis in this offseason, everything else is like we want to be physical, it is interesting to get rid of a guy that is so physically imposing. That doesn't mean he's a great player and all that, or you don't have room for him. We just said a million reasons why this might have happened. I don't hate the move, but it was that part of it's kind of interesting in my mind because the Jags want to be physical. Now, that being said, I did this a little bit last night on TV on Action Sports Jax Primetime. Overall, like, how do you feel about this football team? And I don't mind going first here because, well, I just brought it up. I think there are 3 areas where I feel better than I did maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, whatever, about this football team. And the physicality comes to mind. I don't think you just make that up in front of a microphone or other things. And Liam Cohen, I think, is pretty pleased right now with how physical the team has played in the month of August. It hasn't always been the prettiest of play. It hasn't been perfect play. That's not it. But he's looking at what they're doing in the trenches and other things, probably on the outside blocking, all that stuff, and thinks that they're getting more physical play out of this group. And that was a huge emphasis. Tony Baselli comes in, run the ball, stop the run. Obviously, Cohen's same ilk. This is why they all got together. They all think the same way in that regard. Got to play more physical. Jags have been bad at 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Jags have been bad stopping the run overall in the last few years. Physical play has been elevated. I think they feel that. I don't know if we can see that necessarily the way we watch games, but I think they feel like that has been boosted by their conditioning program, by the mentality, by the coaching, by the messaging, whatever that is, it's getting across. So I'm going to take their word for it for now, and we'll see if that shows up on Sundays in a couple of weeks. The other one, and it kind of goes along with it, the running back stuff. Everything you've heard from Liam Cohen is about the run. It's why he got the job, basically. Baker Mayfield and the running attack of that Tampa Bay Bucs offense. Well, they've got a very nice problem to have with the 4 running backs. And they're getting better play out of, it looks like Etienne and Bigsby, and it looks like their investments in Tootin and Allen have paid off with early returns so far, and we'll see where it all goes. But again, at this juncture, feel pretty good about their running backs. And the last part about this for me, Austen, and I really want your opinion on this one specifically, is if you take where the defense was, just even at the first preseason game against the Steelers, even though it's a very small sample, and you look at where the defense performed the other night, even with backups, and again against Miami in the practice, and a lot of times on the practice field in general, I feel like we've seen some growth from this defense, even though it is small samples. And I've got faith, one, because I don't think they can be as bad as they were last year, but also that this defense is starting to take some shape in the personality of Anthony Campanile and is going to perform better than it did a year ago, which will give the Jaguars a chance to have some success on Sundays.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you on the defense, but to be fair, the bar is so low where I feel like you can do anything and you're going to have more success than what you saw last year. In terms of what I've seen from this team, I think it starts with accountability. I think accountability is absolute with Liam Cohen and this regime. You go from the first game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and guys weren't lining up properly. There was a lot of big plays from the Steelers. On offense, you had some self-inflicted penalties. You cleaned that up week 2 against the Saints. You enforced your will in the trenches on offense, and on defense, you shut them down. So, like, that goes to show me that, you know, the message, the accountability is getting through to these players, which is a great thing. Now, I can sit here and say the only things that you've seen against the ones was that Miami Dolphins practice, and by all indications, because I wasn't there, but it sounds like the Jaguars defense looked great, and the offense was lacking a little bit. So am I a little nervous in terms of, you know, what is the offense going to really look like? What's the offensive line going to do? Yeah, I mean, I think those are warranted because we haven't seen them against a legit starting defensive line in the NFL. And we're going to find that out week 1 against Carolina. So while it may look good in practice, while it may look good in the first preseason games against the Twos, I think it's safe to say, you know, how great will this offense be week 1 against Carolina? And that's going to be the big, you know, telling point to me. And then also I just think in terms of Trevor's confidence, we talked about it all the time. I think Trevor looks a lot more poised, patient back there. Not saying it looks perfect, but what I'm saying, what we've seen before the past couple years, I think there's a vast difference. I think he's getting the ball out quicker. And now it comes down to, can he make the right decisions? Can he take care of the football once again against some legitimate ones on defense week 1 against Carolina?
Yeah, all good things. So let me flip it this way, because I had this conversation yesterday, and I felt like I feel like this is an interesting way to look at how everybody might feel about the Jags, and maybe it's not as interesting as I think, but we're about to find out. Do you have more confidence right now in the offense of the Jags having success? I'm not talking about being the best in the league, okay? But I'm talking about offense or defense being whatever it should be.
From last year? So are we comparing it to last year, or are we just saying, like, do I think the offense will finish top 10? I think the defense will finish top 10?
I'm kind of like, if you had to pick one in the top half of the league, let's say.
Okay.
All right? Like, to me, that gives you more confidence. I don't feel like both units are going to be. I think it's a little pie in the sky to say, hey, both are going to be in the top 15 in the league, 16 in the league.
Sure.
But if you have to go top 15 or kind of like what's carrying this team, right? Like Not identity, because I know we think the offense sooner or later will be the identity with Liam Cohen. But what is going to be like the strength of this football team right now going in? You have more confidence the offense being the strength of the football team or the defense being the strength of the football team, say, in the first month?
I have more confidence probably in the offense just because I think it's a little more proven. Like the defense, you have Trayvon Walker and Josh Hines-Allen. You know, you have Foye. But besides that, what are we really talking about?
Yeah.
You know, in terms of proven things that we know for sure.
Yeah.
On offense, I can say, okay, well, I know, Trevor Lawrence looks a lot better. I think he'll probably have his best season, knock on wood, hopefully. I know that Brian Thomas Jr. could be one of the best, if not, a top 7 already wide receiver in the NFL. I know they're going to use Travis Hunter in some sort of capacity on that offense, maybe even more than defense. I know they have a great group of running backs right now. I know Dwami Brown, I think, is going to add a versatile, unique look to this offense in terms of motions, in terms of jet sweeps, in terms of maybe being a little bit of a gadget guy. The only question mark there is, well, offensive line. So I lean towards the offense because I think that they have more proven things that I know as opposed to the defense where it's 2 bookends and Travis Hunter maybe being your best cover corner.
Yeah, I think that would be the way. Maybe I'll do a poll question. I think that's the way people would lean. The thing that I say a bit about it is that I think it's harder to be good on offense. I think there's a lot more that goes into it. Plus, it's complicated offense in a new scheme and a new system. I think it's easier to adapt to a new scheme on defense.
People will think about that first drive against the Steelers and immediately answer offense.
Yeah.
Well, they might. I mean, that's fine. But the bottom line is, it's not like this team has been awesome on offense in the history of the organization. Well, at least in the last 15 years.
But to me, that falls on the quarterback, bro. See, on defense, you can have 2 great edge rushers, and you're still could be bottom half of the league.
Yeah.
You can have an all-pro linebacker and still be bottom half of the league. If you have a legit quarterback, the odds are really good that your offense is probably going to be pretty good. Look no further than what C.J. Stroud did his first year. Look no further than what Jane Daniels did. Could totally turn those offenses around. So if Trevor Lawrence can be that guy, all you need is really one guy to really elevate his game, I feel like. That's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, and by the way, that's not a bad thing. That means if you pick offense, you feel comfortable in that facet of it.
Got it.
I agree with what you're saying. And listen, they have a lot of nice parts. I probably lean offense overall. Mm-hmm. But I guess what I was getting at mostly is I do think if you communicate well, kind of move as one on defense, it almost like you can get there quicker on defense with guys that are playing hard and knowing what they're doing rather than studs at every level. I do think you need playmakers on offense, and it's obviously way more intricate on what you have to accomplish, get lined up, all these different things. So I think I think the Jags do have those playmakers on offense. I do think it's going to be an offensive-minded team.
Sure.
But I also I just think that's kind of the boom or bust of this thing. I think the defense is going to be good enough to help you win football games. I think the curiosity, even though I'm confident in it, that it's going to be an offensive football team, is just how well that offense plays. And we will see. I mean, you can't be fumbling all over yourself with penalties and pre-snap stuff and also turn the ball over.
No, I mean, it's
simple as that.
It'll come down to the offensive line. It's as simple as that. The offensive line will dictate just how the season's going to go, I feel like, whether it's on offense or defense. Like, if the offensive line can be middle half of the league, I think you got a great shot of really improving off of last year. If the offensive line is porous again and getting pushed around in the trenches, it's up for grabs. Because, and I get skill players are important, but name me the skill players last year for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can, but I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I mean, what do you got? You got
Shazier, right? Was there? He healthy?
Shakir,
sorry.
Shakir.
Yeah.
I
mean, James Cook.
Cook has got the new deal. Tight end guy.
Dalton, which one?
Knox.
Kincaid?
Or
Knox? Yeah.
They both there?
They're both there.
Who's the other receiver that I'm missing?
Keon Coleman.
Well, Coleman, but he didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything. There you go.
And yeah, Matt Collins, but he didn't really do much. I mean, he got a new deal in New England.
So,
but
they got a bunch of Tom Brady receivers.
Yeah, exactly. But obviously, they have a great quarterback, and I think a pretty good offensive line. So it shows
and
you.
Cook had a huge year because of it.
Yeah.
And they did that. They ran the ball.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, they also passed because once again, Josh Allen,
yeah, he's going to make it.
Won the MVP.
So, yeah, they got a lot out of those kind of guys though, like a Shakir, right? I mean, played well.
Yeah, but like I don't think Shakir is like. I mean, would you put Shakir in the top?
No, he's not.
15,
I'm just saying,
top 20 wide receivers. Like,
but in their offense was very successful.
Sure.
Had 820 yards, 76 catches, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, pretty successful year.
Four touchdowns?
4.
Come on, Brent. Is that
what did their other receivers do? I know what you're saying. I'm not arguing here. I'm just saying, like, he elevates them. That's the point.
Sure.
Like, Troy Brown was an okay receiver in New England until Tom Brady was throwing him the football.
Yeah. That's my point. I'm just saying, like, we don't like.
He was their leading receiver. Keon Coleman
800.
was next at 57 for 550 and 4.
How many yards did they get out of their tight ends?
Kincaid had 500. Knox had 300. Backs had a decent bit too. Ty Johnson, James Cook, Ray Davis.
They really spread it around. They are they like a top 5 offense last year?
Yeah, they gotta be.
In the last couple years, they have been. Like a few years prior, they were like a top 3, top 4 offense. But I don't know if statistically they were last year. It might have been a little deep, like it might have been like 8. I don't know. But I don't know if it was as. I mean, they've been ranked. I remember when they came in here a couple years in a row, they were ranked like number 1 offense, number 1 defense.
Yeah.
They're very complimentary.
Yeah.
And they have been that. But anyway, I know your point. Anyway, I don't know. This doesn't have to get into a Buffalo Bills conversation.
The Bills, well, they had the 9th most yards.
Yeah. All right. And how many points they score a game, does it say?
They scored. They were second in points per game behind the Lions. 31.
There you go. That's pretty good.
The Jags averaged 19.
Don't even.
I really.
You have to say that, Hamby.
Sorry.
You have to ruin my day.
Well, remember when Doug came in, and they had like I think it was like 15.2 or something like that with Urban. 15.2 points per game. I think they ended up like a touchdown better. It might have been like up even 8 points, 7 or 8 points better. I think if you can get a handful of points better for the Jags, well, they had 10 one-score losses.
Sure.
If you can get to 23 points per game, you're right hovering around the top 10.
At 23.
Yes.
Yeah.
The large majority of teams are between 20 and 22.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, hey, listen, that's the beauty about this time of year is I get to do these production meetings, and you get to talk to a lot of the guys in there. And you always, from our perspective, right, as we talk about the Jags all the time, and we lived through last year, and one of the things I always find interesting is how much every time you talk about what's going well, it's a knock on what didn't go well, right, from last year. Or the last year and a half, really. Now, with Urban, that was pretty easy, right? I mean, it was such a mess with Urban to, like, just walk in the building and be competent and be like a human being was kind of the bar that could elevate you.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like we're talking about the defense a little bit here. But I think what you realize listening to everybody talk is it's not like, oh, my gosh, the Jags have reinvented football this year. And that's why things are going to be better. These guys aren't coming in. They're smart guys. But the difference to me in talking to players and coaches and everything else, which you come away with, is this is a close league, and everybody knows that. And the margin of detail that's better in the building right now, the margin of communication that's better. And then also if you can have marginal coaching, that's better. And your scheme is just better and fits. So it's not like I don't think these are huge gaps. I know a lot of times they're represented as huge gaps in the last regime and everything else. I think these are just all ticks up. And when you're talking about a league that is 10 one-score losses, if you can get 10 categories across the board and you just inch those up a little bit, well, now you start shaving into that and you win some of those games.
And you force a turnover.
So that's the point. Like the Jags at 19 points per game. Feels like they're 32nd in offense.
Right.
I mean, they literally have to score
They were
a touchdown instead of a field goal a game more, and they become a top 10 offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of, and that's just one of my takeaways from listening to everybody and what makes this what they think, why they're buying in, why the energy is better, why it feels good in the building right now. Now you got to go do that on Sundays to make those margins actually showcase in a pretty good way. But I don't think what I realize is not like, oh my gosh, that was the worst regime ever. Just that this stuff has all been elevated. And maybe there's some area there where it's going to be subtracted a bit. And who knows where that is. Hard to find it, though, because the turnovers were so bad last year. The close game stuff was so bad. The Jags look like they've elevated what they said, the floor. I think that will be the big question for Gladstone, and I'm sure he'll answer it with a yes. But his whole idea this offseason was to raise the floor. And he'll talk on Wednesday after cuts. And I'm assuming he would say, yeah, mission accomplished. We feel like we've raised the floor of the organization. So by doing that, does that put you right back at 500, I think is the question. Doesn't get you 12 wins.
No, not at all.
But it might get you to 8 or 9 wins.
It could get you, 2 or 3 more than last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the hope. Anything major you're keeping an eye on from a position standpoint, from a roster standpoint? Because I don't really know if there's a lot of sexiness going on in the roster cuts.
Well, my biggest thing is Devin Lloyd, because I thought Ventrell Miller was going to make a big push to be the starter on defense, just based off of what I've seen in the games in terms of dependability. I get that. I think Devin Lloyd provides you more of the athleticism, more possibly of the big plays, but I felt like Ventrell Miller, especially in these preseason games, provided you more of just a safe floor. So I thought that we were going to see, at least the first couple drives of Lloyd in there just to kind of back up and say, hey, you know what? Like, it's my starting spot. So I was a little surprised that we didn't see Devin Lloyd in there in the game at all, because it seemed like he may have been on thin ice in terms of the depth and everything. But I'm waiting to see that one. I'm waiting to see who the starting linebacker is going to be in that position. That's intriguing to me, and I'm trying to think of anything else that I'll be watching. I think safeties are kind of locked up. I think it's Dewey's position until he, if he loses it.
Yeah.
But to me, it's that. And someone said Savage in the chat. Yeah, Savage you can make an argument for, because he doesn't really play special teams, right? So do they need him in depth, or do you cut and maybe save a couple bucks? That's a possibility. But to me, it's Lloyd right now.
Yeah, that's interesting. So you mean Lloyd as like just starter or not starter?
I'm seeing Lloyd with the plan. Yeah. In terms of, do they try to get something for him? Do they start Ventrell Miller over him?
Yeah.
Do you straight up cut him? I don't know.
I don't think they'll straight up cut him.
I don't think it would make much sense if they straight up cut him.
It doesn't make sense.
No.
And by the way, he was out the other day, so he wasn't trying to earn a spot, or he would have probably been playing.
But I think, once again, just based off of what you've seen in the preseason games and based off of how they handled him in New Orleans, one would think that they're not the biggest fans right now of what he's been able to produce so far.
Well, I do think you're right. Can you take a former first rounder and get something in return if he fits somebody else's system where they're a little light on the linebacker? The Jags have linebackers, and I think they're all kind of in the same vicinity outside of Foye. Foye is the guy, I think, that would be viewed that way. But then how much more does Lloyd bring you than a Kaiser, than a Ventrell, than a who knows on the Muma and Combs and those kind of fronts? So I do think they're kind of grouped together, to your point. So then does that make it expendable? I also watched Jack Kaiser with that sack, and I'm like, Lloyd's going to look pretty good doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's the kind of play I think he's going to make more of here this season. It's interesting with the league. By the way, everybody freaked out the other day, huh? When they saw a couple of those guys dressed.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, they have to do it. They're resting so many, or they're sitting so many guys. You have to have a certain amount of players available.
Yeah, just in case.
And they basically were sitting like, if they could, they would have sat 55 guys.
Right.
Or like 48 of them probably. And so you needed some numbers. But I thought that part was probably kind of amusing for a little bit. The league it seems like the Jags want a fifth receiver. It's pretty obvious. But the league does too. The league is after wide receiver. And especially that big wide receiver. Nobody can – I'll tell you, there's so much value right now as a possession kind of bigger receiver that can also play special teams, that can probably run block and can accept the role of being a fifth guy.
Yeah.
Like, that is a tricky position to find right now in the National Football League, and I think that's why you saw the Saints go get the Denver guy, and obviously Sean Payton threw the Jags into the mix on that. They were interested.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't think that was received too well here in town. But, I mean, they want that. The question is, can you find that? It looks like it's a pretty tough thing to find. It's like a setup man reliever in baseball, right?
Sure,
it's like everybody wants it, but can you find it? It's interesting that position is so valuable. It's like everybody's got a slot guy, and the Jags have a ton of slot guys. I think the other thing to keep an eye on is the quarterback situation, and you're already seeing teams kind of wanting to upgrade the quarterback situation, the backup quarterback situation. Let me be clear, but the backup quarterback situation. Are the Jags good there? I don't know if they feel like they are, but can you get better by hitting the waiver? It looks like the Raiders are trying to do that because of the injury, because O'Connell. You saw some trades with Minnesota and Philadelphia moving around some quarterback pieces. So we'll see what the Jags do. And I do think safety from a depth standpoint at the very least is certainly something the Jaguars are going to look on the waiver wire and see what they can find. Let's take a time out. Brent Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network, as we get going on a Monday and a college football week as well. And then right around the corner, the Jacksonville Jaguars will play against the Carolina Panthers, and we'll have a game week coming. We'll keep an eye on the roster cuts from around the league. Woof! How about Cleveland?
Man,
Shedeur and Shiloh.
Don't envy that
nice job,
coaching
fellas.
staff right now.
That's an interesting one. That whole deal, it feels like it got way bigger in the media than it's supposed to be.
Oh, it's Tim Tebow over again.
It does feel like it, doesn't it? And then we'll talk a little more about that Carolina game. Early peek ahead to that. And Kansas State.
Family Feud, nice.
Oh, boy. And then, he goes by Mr. 100,000 by Wednesday. Now, some trivia still ahead. Glad to have you along on a Monday. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models, or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Kinetico reverse osmosis system with a purchase of a Kinetico Premier softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Kinetico water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Kinetico dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
High school football is right around the corner, and here at Action Sports Jacks 24/7, we're bringing in a new wave of high school football coverage, introducing the Blitz Breakdown and the Friday night game of the week. Start your week off right with the Blitz Breakdown on Monday nights, giving you live analysis, interviews, picks, rankings, and more, making it a one-stop shop for high school football in the 904. And don't think we're stopping there, because on Friday nights when the lights get bright, Action Sports Jacks 24/7 will be there with a live game of the week, bringing you some of the best in-county rivalries in the area.
Play as hard as you can play, do your job, and stay together. Okay, the rest will take care of itself.
Action Sports Jacks 24/7, your home for high school football.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
You know,
They
always say 20-minute power nap recharges you, refreshes you. Not sure if Micah Parsons got the full 20 in here. Probably more like a 5 to 10, 15-minute nap. But, sometimes you have to get refreshed, especially during a preseason game where it doesn't matter for you, obviously, because, well, you don't want to be there. This is literally me when Brent wants to talk about pickleball.
Hopefully you watched it on CBS 47 this weekend.
Or golf.
Do you know, or golf, do you know how I know that pickleball's not a big deal? Because you could have had that in the chamber the entire week because the station that you work for in CBS was hosting the pickleball championships. And when I went on my rant saying it doesn't matter and it's a boring sport, not once did you say, oh, well, it's actually on CBS this weekend, because not even did you know about it until it was almost over and you sent it to the group chat. Brent texted, pickleball championships on CBS. I turn it on. It's concluding. It's all good.
I actually knew about a day before, but I just don't like to belabor the point. I don't like to jump on it for that long. Plus, I have too much babysitting to do to worry about things like that. I have no idea what's on CBS 47 and Fox 30 on Saturday at noon.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you Action Sports Jacks primetime here is 10:30 on Fox 30, 11:30 on CBS 47. I could go through the whole list if you want with our shows.
Yeah.
It is crazy, though, huh?
With Micah Parsons.
No, with pickleball.
Oh, no, not at all, actually. No, not crazy whatsoever. Who won the championship? Yeah, I didn't. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
I actually did flip it on. Not flip that on, but I had flipped around in the hotel in Miami, and I saw it on somewhere else, too. I was like, hey, look, pickleball.
Yeah.
I'm sure pickleball was all over my timeline because of our conversation yesterday.
No, for sure.
And by the way, this happened too. Right after that conversation, somebody in town is starting a pickleball indoor thing, and reached out to us via email. I was like, this sounds like a great partnership. Austin's going to be excited about it.
Can't wait.
That's how I responded.
Can't wait. Getting back to Micah Parsons real quick.
Micah.
Yeah. Because it's my segment, and I'll be damned if we're gonna ruin it and tarnish it with pickleball talk. But with Micah Parsons, I think that the way that he's handling this, and I get it. People on the outside are going to say it's not a good look, right? Makes you look bad. Maybe it could be a turnoff to other teams. Micah Parsons and his people are handling this beautifully. Because it's not one thing to say, okay, I don't want to play for this team. I want more money. You have to go out of your way for bad optics. And Micah Parsons taking a nap on the sideline during a preseason game is bad optics. We're talking about it. A lot of people are talking about it. It makes the Dallas Cowboys look bad. It makes Jerry Jones look bad. And that's all he wants, right? He doesn't care about his reputation because you know why? The numbers speak for themselves. And in terms of taking a nap on the sidelines, what do they always say? Does the talent outweigh the distraction? Well, yeah. I think the talent outweighs the distraction. He's one of the best edge rushers in the league. The stats say so. So I think he's handling it beautifully. And I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, right? I'm not saying it's great for the team because it's not. But I understand the gamesmanship here from Micah Parsons and his team. Because when you had guys like Antonio Brown celebrating for getting released by the Raiders and they're making this viral video, and then a couple minutes later he goes to the Patriots because they give him opportunity. Like, NFL teams for the past decade have set a precedent in saying, we don't care about the distractions. We just care about the talent. That's what Micah Parsons is doing.
That's interesting because this is Mulligetta, obviously the big-time agent, and, well, the back injury for Jalen Ramsey years ago that came about in 2019 now. And so that's an interesting thought. I just didn't even look at it that way, but it's an interesting thought that could be like part of the shtick here. And obviously it followed being called out. The camp got called out by Jerry Jones. We didn't really talk a lot about that, but on the podcast with Michael Irvin, which it's really surprising to me that how Jerry Jones made that so public. I mean, you make this negotiation public.
Because he's trying to swing it to make them look bad. Like,
absolutely.
This is all about making each other look bad.
Yeah, it's leverage here.
And it's like a one-up game right now. We're like, how can I make this guy look bad?
I do think, though, like Jerry Jones, too, and this could hurt him. I'm not saying he's right in doing it, but remember how we always talk about, I can't wait till I get to the age where I just don't give a damn what I say?
Oh, yeah.
Like, Jerry Jones is kind of there anyway.
He's been there.
And he's been there. And so he's like, all right, listen, man, I want to do business between you and me. Get the damn agent out of here. It's not like he's talking about some agent, by the way, that doesn't usually do deals. Right now, Mulligetta might be the biggest agent in the game.
Yeah.
It'll be the posturing here is kind of fascinating. And I was telling you in the break, it's like Dallas is so unique. We've had situations in Jacksonville where whether it's Jalen, Jan, other things like that, but it's pretty unique. Where like a guy laying down on a bench in a preseason game becomes like an ESPN headline, and everybody's talking about it. And that's just the way this thing goes. I still have no idea how this is going to end. I'm more confused by the day because I just don't know if people are giving up the amount of capital to get Parsons that you need to give up. I think it's a ton.
Do we know what Dallas has asked?
I don't even know if there's an offer out there. I think somebody had something floating around, right, where there was like 2 firsts, a second, and something else. Did you bring that? We brought that up Friday on the show, maybe?
Maybe.
But
I mean, I knew the Green Bay Packers were interested in Parsons like last week, but I'm not even sure like what they – I don't know if it's out there what they wanted to give up.
Probably not fully out there, even if it was. Who knows if it's true. It's probably elevated by someone's camp, what is out there. Again, I go back to Ramsey. That's like one of the biggest trades we've seen in recent memory. And it was 2 firsts and a 4th, which is very expensive. And it seemed like a big win at the time for the Jags. Then they made bad picks. But, I mean, Micah Parsons, even more premium position, would covet at least that and probably 2 firsts and a second or 2 firsts and a player or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I still feel like he ends up in Dallas. I just wonder how long this is going to go, and is he going to play by the start of the season?
Yeah, I mean, I understand, like, every player is different in terms of, like, how much pride can get in the way.
Yeah.
And, Jones has made it very clear that there's been an offer on the table that would make him the highest paid NFL player set aside from a quarterback.
Yep.
Right? Okay, well, that says something. But now I wonder, how this is all playing out and Jerry Jones kind of going on podcasts and everything and almost, bad-mouthing Parsons and his management team. I wonder if that's going to cost him. Now Parsons be like, okay, then I want more. Because I do think when it comes to pride, I think Parsons is the guy who takes that seriously. I think there's some players who want to play the game in terms of getting, a better contract, but eventually they come around. I'm not sure Parsons is one of those guys that's going to be like, okay, I'm going to tuck my tail between my legs, sign the contract, and I'm a Dallas Cowboy. I feel like there might be more to it. Now, I might be wrong. I don't know Micah Parsons. I have no idea. But, based off of just how he's acting and kind of the verbiage that he said in terms of he doesn't want to be there anymore, I would be very surprised if this deal got done anytime soon, even if he's going to be the highest paid football player outside the quarterback position in the NFL.
Yeah, it's
because, Brent, think about it. If you have that title, why wouldn't you sign the dotted line? What else do you want then?
Yeah, I don't know. Because because then they said, I thought the fascinating part of this whole deal was, so Jerry Jones says that, and then Ryan Clark comes out as the mouthpiece for Mulligetta.
Yeah.
To be he's never said that in his life. I was like, geez, Ryan Clark. I guess he's Ryan Clark's agent too.
Sticks his nose in there.
Well, I'm like, dude,
Ryan Clark's everywhere, man.
He is everywhere, but I don't know how you view Ryan Clark as a media person or a whatever person. Now it's hard to tell, what you would view him as. And I understand.
Stirs it up, Brent.
But, it was like he read a statement basically from the agent. I was like, dude, what are we doing here? Yeah. This isn't partial, that's for sure. This isn't a take. Yeah. This is like somebody feeding you a line. But here's my thought on a lot of these situations. When it sounds like it's about to end, it gets done. A lot of times. Remember how bad Lamar Jackson's situation felt? Mm-hmm. Really bad in Baltimore before he signed that deal.
Yeah.
Did it talk about wasn't there even collusion talk and other stuff, all these things? Because it was after the Watson deal, I remember, about the guaranteed money and all of that. So it felt bad for a bit on Lamar Jackson. I remember that time, hey, this might not happen. And who's going to be interested in him? There were those kind of conversations. And then it got done. And Dallas had dealt with this, like I keep saying, 15 different times, it feels like, that it usually gets done. So that's in the back of my mind, Austin, that I kind of feel like this is going to get done. Plus, the price is going to be so lofty. Mm-hmm. And the guy's a fantastic player. But still, it's a lofty, lofty price. Draft capital, then expense.
Yeah.
For a guy, it might be too much.
See, I just don't – I think, though, with Lamar Jackson, I felt like it was never personal. Lamar Jackson never came out and said, I don't want to be a Baltimore Raven anymore.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons has said that.
Yeah.
So, once again, is it trying to create the drama and, you're trying to hype it up a little more than you actually feel? Should I get more money? Maybe. But I just think, this whole situation now with Jerry Jones, Micah Parsons' agent, I feel like it's a little personal. And I feel like if Micah Parsons doesn't get traded, and he goes someplace else, and once again, he tucks his tail between his legs and goes back, I think that could make the agent look bad. That might make Micah Parsons look bad. And I don't know if there will. I can see Micah Parsons sacrificing millions and millions and millions of dollars just to prove a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But who knows? Everyone's got a price, so maybe it comes around.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think principal wins some of these. Just depends how stuck in principal you are. But when you start talking about $40 million a year, you swallow some principal.
Yeah, you do.
Along the way. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Jason Hamby. Hey, I thought about the game the other night, quick, because this was if this was role reversal.
Holy cow!
Right?
Oh, Dolphins fans are panicking.
I have no idea what talk is in South Florida this morning.
City would be on fire.
But that was a bad deal for Miami, right?
Horrible.
Why
was Tua in?
Yeah, now Tyreek Hill wasn't. Waddle was in for a short time.
Achane wasn't.
And you know what? Listen, overall, Miami's, I don't know how good they are. Their offensive line is just okay, right?
I don't know if I would say just okay.
Yeah.
They're struggling against the Jaguars twos a lot.
Yeah. By the way, that's not even twos. I really think it's more like threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than Mason Smith.
Yeah.
And Garlic, maybe.
Yeah, there are not a lot of even twos out there.
I may have fired Mike McDaniel on the spot when Tua was in through the fourth and fifth series.
Into the second quarter.
Yeah, I'm like, what are we? Of all the cornerbacks you probably don't want to see in preseason due to injury history,
Yeah.
I think Tua Tagovailoa might be the top one.
Yeah, and
you don't need to see him.
So he got the sack and got a hit, and then what you wanted Zach Wilson got hammered to the ground, I think by Abdullah.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the one you don't want happening to Tua.
Right.
But, I mean, that was like a pretty violent sack by Abdullah, if you remember. I think it was Abdullah on that play. So, I don't know, man. I tell you, the shine is so off McDaniel. I feel like I've been saying this for a year and a half now, and I kind of like the guy too. So it's not like I don't like him. I just think Miami missed its window.
Yes,
and I can only imagine that is not a good scene for Miami.
No.
Now look, they might come out of the gates 3-1. Who knows?
Yeah, but I think unless they make the playoffs and make a run, I think he's done after this year. Because the guy can coach an offense. Don't get it twisted. In terms of coming up with X's and O's and this new school offense, he's fantastic at that. But I don't think he's cut out to be a head coach because that comes with culture building. And we saw last year in a game against Green Bay where they had to win, you were soft. Your team was absolutely soft in that cold weather, and that comes down to preparation, and to me that comes down to coaching. So. I think he's a great play caller, one of the best, but that can only get you so far in this league.
I was actually thinking of this, and I don't want to. I got to be careful with my word choice here, but McDaniel's been kind of a cool hire in the NFL.
Yeah, he's been
a
the
lot
new
of people.
school guy.
Yeah, kind of fun at the mic, not afraid to say stuff. I think the problem with the Dolphins, really, if you look at it, is they have a lot of ego on that team. That's a tough room. I mean, between Tyreek Hill, you never know. They had Jalen Ramsey. They had a bunch of guys. They had a lot of star power. Bradley Chubb. I don't know all these personalities. I'm just saying when you mix all that together, that can be a pretty dynamic thing to try to wrangle in. I had one person tell me a couple years ago, it's like if they start losing a couple games, they're in trouble. They could feel that. Now, they were fortunate they kind of held on, and they were right in the middle, and they never got to that point. But they were like, this could get ugly quick with this locker room. And then you bring in guys like Calais Campbell over the years to help that out too. But what I'm getting at, though, is the cool factor of McDaniel. I think the league likes him. And I think it's kind of fun. The media likes him, all this stuff, and I think he's bought them some extra rope. Can Cohen become that guy a little bit here in Jacksonville? He's a lesser-known guy. McDaniel was, too, until he got hired. Nobody really knew who the hell Mike McDaniel was. I mean, I'm sure you did in San Francisco, but did you guys know who he was? I didn't really.
No.
And
well, I mean, I knew him from because they were very high on him out of San Francisco. Yeah.
And he's different. He's a little guy. He's kind of quirky guy, but he's also a fun guy. And he seems very relatable to today's player. And I guess that's where I'm getting at. And he's an offensive mind. Do the Jags, in a sense, have a little bit of that with Cohen, where he can relate? He's got that mentality of today. And if he is successful on offense, well, you get a lot cooler anyway if you start to win, Because look, the guys that are good on offense, like whiz guys, Shanahan, not like the guy that you want to love. Not a cool guy, right? He's kind of always got a scowl on his face. And
Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah. Sean Payton, another guy, known good offensive guy, but also known as I think a lot of people around the league don't feel the one.
Ben Johnson's calling out all his players.
Yeah, Ben Johnson doesn't seem like he's going to be like this most affable guy.
Oh no,
right?
Dude,
he's trying to take on the Dan Campbell persona.
He's trying to be intense. Yeah.
Ben Johnson's intense, man. But I like it because listen,
that's okay.
We all have the preconceived notions of what Ben Johnson can he bring that Dan Campbell mentality to if he's the head coach, and I didn't think he could. It seems like he's at least trying.
He's trying.
Yeah, I'm
Might
not
be trying
mad
too hard. Who knows?
I'm not mad at the effort.
Yeah, I think the only guy that to me fits this, it's a really good offensive mind and it's kind of cool, is like McVay.
I think KOC.
Yeah.
Oh, O'Connell has that, and he's done that with his success. But yeah, he's kind of a relaxed guy, kind of seems like easy to like.
Yeah.
Like Sirianni's an interesting one, but he's always like, do I really like this guy? Or it's almost like too much. But with his success, that's going to ease as well. And I think it already has a bit. But again, I don't know where Cohen fits in all this. If the Jags find some success And you just said it. McVay obviously found success. KOC found success. And obviously Sirianni has found success. You got to find success.
You got to find success, but also, like, I hope there's not a lot of McDaniel and Liam Cohen, if that makes sense. Because, like, while I do think, both are great play callers, I think McDaniel's problem is, like, he doesn't know how to correct the ship when it goes off course. I think when they're winning, everything's great. I think when the team needs a pep talk, when the team needs a kind of a kick in the ass, he doesn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And like I think, like, I'm trying to think of, like, Cliff Kingsbury, I think, was kind of the same way, where, all right, he was innovative, maybe got the best out of Kyler Murray, but then when it went bad, where was the accountability? Where was the, where was the coach, get in front of the team and say, we can't, start swearing and cussing stuff. Like, he's not made from that ilk. Now, you don't have to be the guy that's going to, like, bring the team together after it's going bad, because the hope is that you have the guys in the locker room to do that, right? That's what Andy Reid has.
Yeah.
They don't have that in Miami. Like, Tyreek Hill, one of the best wide receivers, yeah. But is he the guy that's going to get in front of the team and give the rah-rah speech? I don't know.
No.
Is Jalen Waddle?
No.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
they don't have that, and that's what's missing. So if you don't have that, then you have to have the recognition as a coach to say, okay, I don't have that. I got to take it upon myself to create this culture. And McDaniel can't do that.
Yeah.
I think when we talk about Minnesota, I think that they've had some key pieces. I think they've had some great players that know accountability, that know if it's not going well, they can kind of pass O'Connell's message on, and it's okay. So to me, it's about what you have in the locker room and diagnosing that and saying, okay, if I don't have the guys, I got to take it upon myself to be the leader. McDaniel hasn't done that.
Yeah, Hamby, it's interesting because, like, people related some of the, like, Cohen early on to almost Sirianni because of the Duval. So, like, the Sirianni press conference was a disaster. Like, the opening press conference was, like, brutal. Go back and watch it. And so people were like, who the hell is this guy? And now, in fairness to Cohen, I mean, he said a phrase in the middle of I still think people take it totally out of context. But nationwide, they're like, oh, this guy's, it's Sirianni. That's how they kind of viewed it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's different than that. I think I don't think people are going to do that outside of that Duval moment. I think he's got a better chance to be kind of the swagger of the McVays and O'Connell than he does probably take on the personality of even a McDaniel, like you said, or a Shanahan or a Sean Payton, those kind of guys. I'm not saying he is McVay or even O'Connell. I just think he'll be put in that kind of bucket before he'll put in a bucket over here. And by the way, both buckets can be successful. That's fine. But you also have to be successful first to make any of this happen and the league start talking about you.
Yeah, I just think he'll probably be a little bit more private and laid back than definitely McDaniel is. Because McDaniel is like, he wants it to kind of be shown of how he walks around practice and rapping along with whatever lyrics are playing over the loudspeakers, and even the stuff he'll say in a press conference, where I think Cohen has already shown that he's going to be a little bit more reserved. And I think, honestly, some of this plays into McDaniel talking about his private life a lot, just really increased his notoriety.
Yeah.
Just as far as throughout the National Football League about who is this guy.
Yeah.
He put out pretty much his whole story and all of his struggles with drinking and all of that stuff in his kind of coaching career, which, like, props to you. But that's just what kind of, I think that elevated his name a lot because it became a big story, whereas, as of right now, I have no reason to believe anything like that with Cohen would ever kind of. So part of it's Miami too.
Yeah,
just Miami versus Jacksonville. So I don't know if Cohen will ever, aside from winning.
McDaniel looks so different. He's unique.
Yeah.
He looks like Hunter Renfrow playing receiver, right?
Yeah.
He's just an odd in a league. Nobody looks like that.
Right.
Coaching.
No.
And he is a little. I thought about this on the sideline watching him because he's got the bright yellow sneakers on.
Yeah.
And I was like, so my first thought is, this guy is me, man. Look at me. He wants 10. He's got bright yellow sneakers on. And then I actually started to think about it from a reality standpoint. I bet you he does that since he's calling plays so the quarterback can find him.
Yeah.
And so I didn't look at it as much as that. This is me. There might even be a story on it down there. I have no idea.
Oh, there's a story on Yahoo Sports from Jaguars Happy Hour about Jeff Lageman going off on Mike McDaniel about the shoes.
Oh, really? He is? Oh, I didn't.
Yahoo Sports took that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't see that. So now, but that's what went through my mind. I actually was sitting there on the side. I'm like, okay, McDaniel's like parading around that thing. He's like, kind of like what Hamby's saying, a little bit like me. Look at me, look at me. But I actually wonder if there is some strategy involved in the shoes.
I mean, maybe, but the dude's also wearing shades inside, Brent. Here's honestly what I think, and I'm not trying to hate on McDaniel because I do like the new school approach that he brings.
Yeah.
And he's trying to relate to his players, right? It's the same reason why I thought Dabo wouldn't do anything in Clemson because of when he's dancing in the locker room, but for whatever reason, he gets the respect of his players, right? So sometimes it's these outlandish things that can mean the most to your team. But to me, you can get a good idea of how it's going to go even based off your first press conference. Because if you remember like McDaniel's first press conference, like, yeah, it felt different, but I think we all left thinking like, and I was a huge McDaniel fan.
Yeah.
And the reason I was a fan of him because like he related so good to the new school type of players. But okay, you got Tyreek Hill now. Like you're an offensive genius. It's too big to fail. But like what I didn't think about was okay, well, what is your defense going to be like? Because they're a direct reflection of you. So if you're wearing your shades inside, right? If you're kind of swagged out in the sidelines and everything. Well, then is that a reflection to your guys at practice? Because I heard at practice guys were, like for the Dolphins, some guys were in street clothes, they weren't uniform, some guys were just kind of doing their own thing, right? Well, that has a direct correlation. Like when Dan Campbell took over his press conference, his first one, yeah, we could have questioned, is he qualified? How good will he be? But you saw the intensity. You saw the passion. So one would assume, okay, I'm not sure how good the Detroit Lions are really going to be with the talent that they have, but I guarantee you they're going to be intense. They're going to play with passion, and look at them now. Like, one of the best teams in the NFL. Huh. Same thing can be said in Philly, right? Where you may not like Philly's head coach, and I get it, but he's a direct reflection of that team. They're hard-nosed, take no prisoners type. Like, there's a direct correlation to how you present yourself as a head coach in press conferences and how your team plays.
Yeah, that's good. By the way, I'm picking up this Yahoo article. I did not see that. And Log said, thank God we don't have a coach's show with Mike McDaniel to wear a non-team colored outfit and a non-team colored set of shoes, and he's wearing sunglasses in the indoor facility. It's like screaming, look at me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hadn't seen that. I don't know. Maybe it is. I wonder where the line is between look at me and also, hey, I got please do look at me so you can get the play call.
Yeah.
Hey, I got another question. Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, listen, every coach has a little look at me, right? And I'll probably bring this up on the show today like I have to do. But, like, think about Vince Lombardi. Most old school, craziest coach of all time, right? A proven winner. What do you think Vince Lombardi would think about Bill Belichick wearing, like, the sleeveless sweatshirt, right? You're going to cut up Patriots issued gear and kind of have your own style.
Yeah.
Like he probably would have had a problem with that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Bill Belichick now probably has a problem with Mike McDaniel rocking the shoes and everything.
Yeah,
but
fair.
like it's to me, it's more of a generational thing, right? Like every generation is going to be something that kind of rubs you wrong the way you look. But the question is do you have the skills? Do you have the wins to back it up? And the problem with Mike McDaniel is that he doesn't.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point. You got to back whatever it is up, or it's going to get picked apart more. I'll even say this: it's pretty noteworthy to me that Cohen actually already has a bit of a style. Like he loves that vest-looking like pullover, and he wears it a lot. It's not just like once in a while. Like I think that's kind of his look. And also, interestingly enough, he's the first coach I can remember for a Jags head coach wearing joggers on the sideline.
Yeah.
Now, is that preseason or is that going to be all the time? Like, I don't know. Which is fine.
Yeah.
But it shows you that kind of move to that's a good point. Like, there's no doubt if Trent Baalke was here, he'd be like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Right?
Sure. Yeah, of course, man.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, what are we wearing?
Yeah.
Dude, because to some people, but to me, I like that move. Like, again, I don't hate Mike McDaniel. I like a lot of these moves to the today generation.
Yeah.
And to get away from just because we did it this way in the league for years and decades, it has to be done this way. I'm not a big fan of that. There are some, you got to pick your spots there. But every business has that. Your business where you work right now, you're like, what the hell? We've been doing this for 5 decades, and we're doing it just because we've been doing it for 5 decades.
Yeah,
Can we move on? We do that in this place sometimes. And you're like, Okay, this isn't 1995 still.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm cool with some of that. Imagine Coughlin.
Dude, I'm excited for it because, they always say, like, when it comes to fashion, it comes full circle. I can't wait for, like, the next inventive, offensive-minded young guy, the hotshot guy, to come out, and he's rocking, like, a fedora and, like, a pea coat. Like a complete throwback style with, like, a new school mentality. Bro, I can't wait. Like, mark it down. It may not be in the next 10 years. It may not be in the next 15 years, but there will be a guy who comes on the sidelines who's like this new school guy and everything, but he dresses like he's from the 1940s, and I can't wait for that to happen.
That will happen. Who's the Minnesota coach? Remind me.
DJ Fleck.
Fleck. Mm-hmm. Like, it's almost. I actually look at Fleck, and I feel like when I see him, he's trying too hard. Now I understand there's reason behind it and everything else, and I'm cool with that. Like Ryan brings up, Del Rio in the suit. Like, there are reasons why people do that stuff, and I'm okay. Like, everybody got a look. A look is a look. It's fine. But I do feel like, okay, that doesn't fit on a sideline in the NFL. A tie. It doesn't. Like, joggers fit on a sideline in the NFL way more than a tie. You should look like the gym teacher more than the science teacher. Right? I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, wrong. Yeah.
So, to me, it comes across as tries too hard. All right, let's take a break. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. The Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders. Wow. Mm-hmm. Hard to get those guys out of the headlines. And where do they go next? What happens in Cleveland, specifically with the quarterback situation? What is happening in Cleveland? How's that all going to play out? Very odd over the weekend. It was, and we'll take a look at that. What else is going on around the NFL and some of the storylines happening as we get closer and closer? We'll take a look this week, by the way, at the college football weekend. Fun weekend to open up, especially in Tallahassee. Action Sports Jax will be there for Florida State and Alabama. We're full go in high school. I mean, football season's here, folks. Hopefully you get that fantasy draft out of the way this week. You got one?
Oh, yeah, I got one. Are we going to do one for the show or not?
Not unless somebody tells me where to go, how to do it, when to do it.
All right, that's going to be a
I
no.
am not organizing that, kids.
That's going to be a no then, because I ain't doing it either. So
yeah, that's fine. I'll root for you guys.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll be back. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament, but this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
This kid's the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
That's so good. At the Seattle game. Now, if you just take a sip of that Coors Light.
Oh, man. Best video of all time.
Easy.
Would have been an all-timer.
Brent, if you had just like a bag full of something, what would it be? Because obviously this kid's in heaven, right? Just a trough full of popcorn.
But is that regular popcorn or kettle corn?
I better be regular popcorn. Looks a little buttery to be kettle corn. Yeah,
does.
I can't stand kettle corn. We've been over that.
I know. It's just too bad.
I got in trouble for that.
Buddy Front Porch Kettle Corn is going to be at the Dream 18 this year again.
I just, it's the sweetness I just
okay.
can't get into.
It's okay.
Yeah. But I love caramel corn, which is
that's odd.
Crazy. Yep.
If you could.
Yeah, like what's like the guilty pleasure where you get a bag full of it and you're just.
Good idea.
No, I'm asking the question, so I thought about it before. Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster. Give me a whole bag of biscuits.
Oh, wow. I was thinking
biscuits.
more like crackery popcorn.
Oh, yeah, snacks. That's a snack to me. Yeah. Just put like 25 biscuits in there. Yeah, it's over.
That'd be pretty
Now, I'm
good.
going to feel sick after.
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel good.
Well, if it's under that kind of, like, if I just don't care what I look like.
Sitting in the hot sun and just, but.
That's, then that would probably be nothing but cakes.
Oh, nothing but cakes. That's a good point.
or a whole bag full of Uncrustables.
Just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, Brent? That's what we're grubbing? I mean, I get it.
You like those things?
Oh, they're delicious, man.
I like Uncrustables. Yeah, it's like probably like
it's a good snack.
Top 3 thing ever.
Okay.
I dig them. I mean, like, I'd much rather have this like my own peanut butter and jelly sandwich than I make myself. But if you're on the go, you're in a pinch.
The amount of control I have now on the Jags flights to not have an Uncrustable. Actually somebody gave me one a couple weeks ago, and I gave it to Stuart to have because I'm trying to be pretty good and not eat those. Not that they're like, they're not good for you. Well, a few hundred calories, mostly a lot of sugar in them.
Yeah.
Not great. And plus, like,
I'm sure the bread's probably not the best, right?
yeah, the whole thing's not great, all right?
Yeah.
It's all, processed and all that stuff that people talk about, I'm sure. But they are unbelievable. So if Hamby, you don't know this about me and Uncrustables?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Dude's got an addiction.
Yeah, like, I'd probably trade a kid for one.
At least I'm making a box, Brent. Just one.
I think if you do the Uncrustable the right way, where you really have to take it out of the freezer, let it sit for about 40 minutes until it gets to its perfect thawing.
That's too much.
And it is just...
That's too much, Brent.
That first bite is sensational.
Just make your own... I mean, if you're waiting 40 minutes for an Uncrustable to unthaw, then maybe just make your own peanut butter and jelly sandwich, though. You know?
You just got to plan ahead.
And have it fast.
Do you how much is the gap between an Uncrustable and a regular PB&J that you make?
Oh, huge. Huge.
So you're never, wanting to make your own PB&J?
I haven't made my own peanut butter and jelly sandwich probably since I was, 12.
Oh, see, I do it all the time. I love me a good PB&J.
I can't remember last time I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Brent, are you on grape jelly or strawberry? You go on the hazelnut?
I'm the grape one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would do the strawberry one, but the grape one is the traditional one. I've never had the hazelnut.
Okay.
So, Ty eats the honey ones now. I guess there's
I haven't seen the honey one.
Yeah, so he likes honey.
Okay.
I haven't even tried that one. Again, I've been very good. I haven't had Uncrustables in a while, and I've tried to stay away from them. There's a little backstory on that too. Tony Khan told me one time, so that I'm kind of scared now. But
what?
I'm not going to say it out loud.
Brent,
I can't.
You can't say Tony Khan said something, and now all of a sudden that's affected the way you eat Uncrustables. That's way too big of a gap. That's way too big of a tease. Shame on you.
He just basically, I'll say it this way.
Called you fat? What? Are we going to war?
Okay, fine. I'll say it this way since I brought it up.
Have you get ready? We're going to war.
And I won't use specific stuff. But there was someone at some point that got sick in the organization.
Okay.
And he's like, I know you love Uncrustables. I used to see this guy with Uncrustables all the time.
Okay.
And he told me that. It stayed with me.
Oh, so the guy got sick, you think, from Uncrustables?
Well, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know. But I'm just He's like, and it made me feel like just he was talking about the process stuff.
Sure,
and everything else. I was just like, all right.
Okay.
It's out in the back of my mind. Get a little older.
Is that why Devon Hamilton was out that season then?
No, it has
I'm joking.
It's totally nothing that you would know.
Joking.
Anything like that.
I know, I'm kidding.
But anyway, he told me that, and I was just like, you've now scared me away from Uncrustables.
Gotcha.
Now, it's not to say I haven't had any since.
Yeah.
But I've definitely
dialed it back.
I've dialed back the intake.
Okay.
Let's just say that.
As Brent's pounding his 10th coffee of the day. But
everything is okay in moderation, other than coffee.
I would do those Dot pretzels.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
My gosh.
Dot pretzels.
Dot, she's a genius, isn't she?
Dot pretzels.
You know you've never seen Dot pretzels?
Big red bag.
Oh yeah, they're like what do they call the seasoning blend? It's like the red bag.
Yeah, and now they have all different kinds, like honey mustard and stuff like that. Cinnamon.
Yeah, but once again,
the traditional's the best.
Yes,
but
that's a good one.
Back in the day, I would have been that kid. My nickname was Popcorn. I literally in elementary school, I have it every night. Now I haven't had it. I have maybe had it 2 or 3 times in the last.
All popcorn.
Year, but no, that was I literally would have it.
Oh,
I would make
your
myself
nickname
a
was
bag
Popcorn
in elementary school on my
I like that.
first couple travel ball teams.
Are you talking would you pop it yourself or you just
I'd make a bag every night.
There's something about your own.
I'd make a bag and I'd watch the Braves every single night of 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade.
That's funny. That's interesting.
It's a good snack. It's
It's not that bad, right?
It's super healthy.
It seems bad. I mean,
it's super healthy.
And super healthy.
Well, it's not, but depending what you add to it. But in terms of calories, because hey, as someone who's maybe dropping a little bit of weight right now myself, popcorn is on the menu for my late night snack all the time.
Popcorn feels like the simple life to me. My parents used to actually use the popper.
Oh yeah, we had the popper too. Oh yeah.
Have you seen that? You've actually seen that, Hamby?
Yeah.
Oh really? I figured everything you had is in a microwave.
Here's the thing though. Do you mean the stovetop popper, or do you mean the one you plug in the wall?
We didn't use the stovetop
because we had both.
But we had the one that came out of Looked like a coffee machine.
Looks like a blender kind of. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yep.
Comes out, then the thing would go off sometimes.
For sure. Pretty sure we would never washed it one
They
time.
make those
Like,
still? Or is it
that's a
just
great question.
My dad
popper?
still makes it on the stove
Really?
once or twice a week.
Well,
See, there's something. I'm not mad at that.
that's pretty good.
You're probably
actually.
saving some money too. It's like you probably go to, I don't know, some store and just buy popcorn seeds in bulk, get like a pound bag for like $2.
That's
then bring it back.
You could. It's too easy.
Yeah, you got popcorn for like the year.
Dad's got a little time on his hands, doesn't he?
Late at night.
Dude, I'm not mad at that.
I
man.
like it too. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Like I kind of hope to be doing that sometime.
Yeah.
That'd be great. So that's a great. I was never that kid though. I would not have liked like my face being all like buttery and sticky.
Oh, I wouldn't
and
cared.
dirt. Like I was not the dirty. Like I had dirt on my hands and stuff.
Sure.
No thanks. Can you clean these off, Mom? Like I couldn't do that with the food. I still am like that. Like I like eating like a rib and having the barbecue sauce like all over.
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
there. I'm
Like
in there.
I mean, like I'm watching my buddy eat, and I'm like, dude, you got it on your forehead.
Kids
you
are
can't feel that.
Kids are playing outside, after a hot summer day in Rhode Island, and they're drinking from the hose. Brent's got his little
Well, I'm okay with the
Dasani, or he's got his like Fiji water. Like, what do you guys drink from the hose
No,
for?
the funny thing is that I'm not like that.
With the hose?
No, with anything.
Oh, okay.
Like I mean, you can drop something on the floor. I'll eat it right now.
Oh, same.
You could have a cold, and I'll drink out of the same thing. Like I don't care. Like I really don't care about any of that. But for some reason, I didn't like being like my hands and face dirty.
Okay.
So I would not have jumped into a thing of popcorn like that kid. But hey, when you're 2 years old, you don't give a damn about anything.
Oh man, do your thing.
2 or 80.
2 or 80.
That's true.
It's the greatest.
It's the same.
Greatest ages to be.
That's a good point.
Would you want to be the Sanders family?
Who would you rather be right now, Shiloh or Shedeur?
Not a bad call either.
Did you see the Shiloh? This is not right, but it was kind of funny. Like, do you see like the odds for Shiloh's next stop?
team.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Did I send this to you?
I haven't seen this.
No, I saw it though.
It was like the Saints, the Bucks, the Packers, and then the fifth odds were Publix.
Publix.
Oh, jeez. I thought it was like Toronto Argonauts or something. No,
and guess who put that out?
Publix.
Was that really Hard Rock?
Yes.
It was Hard Rock. I thought it
Hard
might have been
Rock
a
Bet?
fake Hard Rock. Hard Rock Bet put that out.
Well, I mean, they have 100,000 followers, and it's Hard Rock Bet.
Wow. That's a little crazy. Piling on. I don't like. This is the problem with the Sanders stuff for me. And maybe I'm too nice of a guy sometimes. But I don't like the piling on. I'm not a big pile on guy. Like these guys, I know they made their bed in some spots. It's kind of been a look at me family at times. The brand is the brand, and that's what works these days for everybody. I'm just like, dude, let the guy he had a bad day. Let him get cut. And find his way.
Unreal.
And this is like, while it's kind of funny, it's like, come on. And then the whole Sanders stuff, I missed this because I was at the game.
Yeah.
And I caught this on Sunday, and I had missed it. I didn't know where it even came from. But then you kind of catch up to it a little bit on Shedeur. And this became like the Tebow thing.
There's conspiracy theories
Yeah,
out
there's
there
conspiracy.
about the offensive line not trying.
But who was the guy? I forgot who came forward and said like they told teams not to draft
Yeah, I saw
Shedeur
that.
Sanders
because
because they wanted to set an example from him. Some NFL veteran, I forgot who it was now, but I don't even know if that's real. Like,
So is this a situation, like I just said, Sanders and the Browns situation, is it a situation?
yes.
Like, is it a story or is it just a social media made story?
Well, it's a story regardless if it's social media made or not, because now you have very high profile, people in the media speaking out on this.
Yeah.
So like it is a big deal as far as I'm concerned, and it's crazy that we're to this point. But like I can't say I'm surprised. Like you see Skip Bayless and his tired looking self doing his whole. Well, the guy just like gets some. Did you see the video?
I didn't.
Skip Bayless
I didn't.
called Stefanski a dumbass and everything.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, because I get what he's trying to do, right? You need a job, so you're trying to like stir the pot. You look tired, man.
Is he out of a job right now?
I think
Bayless?
so. Yeah, I think Skip is out of a job. So like, there's certain topics I feel like, and this was the Tebow thing
What
too.
is he wearing?
Let's give him some.
I'm
love.
not a Skip Bayless fan at all, but tell him we got some room here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. If you want.
No, I'm good. Tell Brent he ain't coming on this show. I don't want to work with that
2 to
dude.
4, whatever.
Yeah, man. You better give him the graveyard shift because I don't want to work with that dude, man. I'm all set. It's one of those things now where if you post about it, like, hey, when Casey Kurtz comes in, if he's worried about making $100K by Wednesday or whatever, let's do a Shedeur Sanders breakdown video.
Well, but we got to say something stupid too, though.
Well, not real. I mean, yeah, we do, kind of. I'm sure. But remember the whole Tim Tebow thing I did? Where just to prove a point, where I made a video breaking down the Tim Tebow preseason game, and it was nothing to do with actually the play. It was me just complaining about breaking it down. Got a cool mill just off that. a cool mill off of something so stupid. It's what we live in now, Brent, where if you mention the name Shedeur Sanders, it comes with polarization. People are either going to be for it, or they're going to be against it. And honestly, it's a topic now that's based in race. It's based in who his dad is.
Yeah.
It's based in the Cleveland Browns organization. Like
it's
based on a lot of polarizing topics that people want to chime in on.
Again, I like Shedeur Sanders. I don't mind him at all. Like, I root for these guys to overcome the odds. I don't think he probably should have been a 5th-round pick. I don't know why he fell so much. This is probably why he fell so much, though. Mm-hmm. This is what you're afraid of as an organization. Organizations are afraid of this kind of stuff. And so, I mean, I root for him in a way, but I also feel for him in a way because this is why half the teams already will never touch him. Yeah. Even if he became available, like maybe even more than half the teams. Like the pool of teams that would be interested in Shedeur Sanders really shrinks. You asked the question last week. Ask the question again today. If he gets cut, you think Jags, by the way, might be looking to upgrade quarterback. You think they're interested in Shedeur Sanders after this weekend?
Probably not, because after one bad Trevor Lawrence game, you know what the narrative's going to be.
But, I mean, listen, Shedeur, he didn't play well, right? No. Obviously, 5 sacks, played really bad.
It couldn't have been any worse.
Couldn't have been worse.
It couldn't have been any worse.
So why did it go? This is my question. Why does it go from playing really good in the first one to really bad in this one? Like, why is that so wide?
Because
from a football standpoint.
Okay, from a football standpoint, because depending who you're playing against, maybe different looks, preparation. I don't know. But the narrative now is that they set him up to fail. Like this was a setup.
Well, I get that, but that's ridiculous.
I still can't find who that is. I've been looking for it.
With what?
That former player.
It was Eric Dickerson.
No, he was the one who said that the NFL conspired to let him drop in the draft.
Yeah.
That was Eric Dickerson a couple of days ago.
Yeah, what are you referring to?
A former player this weekend after the game was saying that the Browns staff was telling their offensive line not to protect as well as they had in the first week or two so that he would look bad.
Antonio Brown.
Not Antonio Brown.
Yeah, sounds right.
That's the go-to. I mean, hey.
That's a good guess.
That's the go-to nowadays, man.
By the way, this is such bull. I mean, nobody's doing that.
Well, he was a former lineman who said that coaches had come up to him in the past in the preseason and asked him to do something similar. That's what he claimed.
With Shedeur or somebody else?
No.
With somebody else.
Somebody else.
I mean,
please tell me who that is and get him out of the league. Listen, you played the league 4 or 5 years.
I know, man.
That kind of conversation. I asked you the other day that the conversations sometimes take place. Don't hurt the other quarterback.
Yeah.
In a preseason game.
It never did.
There's no way in hell anybody is saying anything to the effect of, don't block for this guy so he gets hurt. I mean, that can't be happening. Like, am I that naive to think that there's no way that's happening?
I'm sorry. Do you think, remember Bountygate in New Orleans, how that went down? And this is back, we didn't have social media, we didn't have outspoken players, when we didn't have players kind of moderating the locker room. You mean to tell me now that they're telling not to block for Shedeur Sanders to get him hurt, and that's going to be a public thing where everyone takes over? Like, if that was truly the case, Stefanski would have been fired by now.
Well, I'll give you something else, Austin, and you know this. This is the 3rd preseason game. You're playing for your NFL life. Mm-hmm. You are playing for your job, for your dream. for tape for not only Cleveland, for the other teams. You're going to go put bad tape out there just to make a guy look bad behind
yeah, totally,
you?
man.
You're
All about
invested in yourself here.
It's all about the Browns logo at the end of the day. Oh, you don't want me to block? Okay, cool. Let me put this bad tape out so another team doesn't, take me in the waiver wire. Fantastic.
I mean,
it's not how it works.
Are there seriously people that believe that? I know that was some of the chat. I'm just saying, do you think this is just clickbait or people that really believe that? There's no way anybody in their right mind, former players, believe that they did not try hard.
Listen,
take it what it is.
But you understand how the landscape now is.
Well,
this is.
I'm trying to cut through some of that.
No, I understand, and I'm with you, right? Because I honestly don't think race has anything to do with this. But when you want to bring race into it or bring up that conversation, then these types of narratives happen. Where it's like he was set up and players want to come out and say it. Because I know I was in locker rooms with players, won't go share names, but I was with locker rooms with players that felt like there was some kind of segregation. That there was black players weren't getting treated fairly. And I've had conversations about it with former players. So when you have this social media life and you have a guy as polarizing as Shedeur Sanders, and he was polarizing for many reasons. Number one, who his dad is. Number two, what he did in college. But number three, of how he perceived it even when he got drafted. You remember Mel Kiper going crazy, ballistic over it? We all set this thing up.
He's a lightning rod.
And now we're dealing with it. Yeah.
Yeah. And again, it is a nature of today, especially with people yapping, as much as they yap and wants to get, they'll say anything. I mean, we'll say anything to kind of incite. This thing took on some legs, man. It does. It really does. The closest thing you can come to is Tebow. It reminds you of some of the craziness of the Tebow stuff that became so polarizing, but also just so outlandish in some of the way people viewed it, where they just kind of lost their mind. You can't sit there, and some of the things that are said in the last 48 hours about the Sanders situation, you can't sit across from me here without a microphone and say you really believe it. You just couldn't.
But and of all teams too, listen, the Browns just
oh man. And by the way, Stefanski probably is to some degree why did we do this?
Well, because it wasn't his choice.
That's right.
Yeah.
The coaches probably have to be. Then you get that kind of angst in the building, right?
Yeah.
You get that what do you? I'm the one I have to answer questions.
Yeah.
To actually say, it was conspiracy to not block for him? He actually had to answer that question.
Yeah.
You asked me the other couple weeks ago, it's hey, do you ever ask questions because social media, wants to know?
Yeah, yeah.
That is seriously a social media-driven question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and got to the point where you almost had to ask it.
Yeah, because if you don't ask it, then it's they're in on it too. even the media is trying to get Sanders out of Cleveland. It's crazy.
It sounds like they're going to keep him.
Yeah.
They're going to keep 4 quarterbacks.
Keeping 4 quarterbacks. Which is kind of crazy in itself as well.
I guess right now the situation is you can probably either keep 4 or put someone on the practice squad, and who's taken?
Yeah.
And they're going with Kenny Pickett as a backup, it looks like, or at least that's the sound of it. He hasn't even played all camp.
Mm-hmm.
And they drafted disaster. 2 quarterbacks.
Spearheaded by a 50-year-old Joe Flacco.
It's an unbelievable situation developing in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
And, by the way, the forgotten storyline, the biggest winner in all of this is Deshaun Watson. Nobody's talking about him. Mm-hmm. What a waste of money that's been.
Oh, yeah. That dude's got all the distraction off him now.
Oh, yeah. That story hit a dead end.
Their quarterback play is going to be so bad, he's going to be cheered when he comes back because they're just that tired of watching every other option.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, man. All right, let's time out here on the Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. We're going to talk about FSCJ when we come back. Special guest joining us. Oh, look. I didn't look behind me.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't even see him. What's I'm like, where's this from? Oh, he's sitting on our couch
right
now.
Here on the couch behind us.
It. That's a great surprise.
Never know what's walking in behind you here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Okay.
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location, right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Hi, welcome back. It's going to be a little different. This reminds me of our 1-year anniversary on ESPN 690. We had all the mascots here in the studio. Well, it wasn't at this studio. It was in another studio. But Razor's here. That's his head. Him? Good for him. I'll move this camera. We get all Razor. There we go.
There we go. Razor looking its finest.
How do we come up with Razor, Jerry?
Oh, you know what? Part of this rebrand of our mascot, we went out and solicited from our fans, from our community, from our students, from our faculty and staff, and we got over 100 suggestions for what we would become. And we narrowed that down to 20, went back out, got down to our finalists, and the Manta Rays took the trophy. And so then obviously the next step is, all right, what we've been missing for a long, long time is an actual mascot in the costume out engaging our community. And again, threw it out there, got a bunch of great names, and Razor Ray took the trophy.
Yeah, so R-A-Y. You got to throw a Y in there, Hamby, for Manta Ray, Razor.
That's it.
And we'll get that right. But this is Jerry Thor, by the way, not Austen Lane. He's now helping co-host the show, Director of Athletics at FSCJ. And you've been there a couple years now. This rebrand is big. It's been big. It's been a hit.
Yeah. The community's really taken to it. Attendance at our games has gone up, and just having Razor there is engaging, and just seeing the Manta Ray on vehicles with those magnets and seeing it on T-shirts has been real rewarding. Obviously a big process. So we partnered with Baker Sports and signed with Nike, and so we rebranded our athletes are wearing new uniforms and got gear in our bookstores that helps our students and staff look sharp. And so, yeah, it's been a big success.
Yeah, I like it. The color scheme's good, too, and really pops. And then, of course, you had a successful campaign on the basketball court specifically last year, and now that's kind of the next step, right? Get everybody playing good ball and championship level ball in the sports. Proud history at FSCJ.
Yeah. In 2022, our baseball team made the World Series in Eden, Oklahoma, and really showed what could be accomplished. And then our men's basketball teams followed that up, won the last 2 state championships.
That's awesome.
Went up to Danville, Illinois, and represented. And last year finished 7th. But also importantly, out of 20 teams, won the National Sportsmanship Award. So we're proud of that success, but also how they go about doing it.
Yeah, we've seen the junior college world a bit. The Sportsmanship Award, the academic stuff, it's a huge part of it, right, across the state of Florida. I don't know if that's a regional thing, an FSCJ thing, but it's a heavy focus for, it seems like, the athletic teams.
Yeah. You know, at our level, junior college level, it's still kind of pure athletics where we've got students come to us and they're looking to get a degree and they're looking to have some good job prospects after they leave. And we're real proud. Last year, all 9 of our programs were named all academic teams. And so getting it done in the classroom and also going beyond that, serving our community. So our teams completed 97 community service projects in the last 2 years. And so I feel like they get a well-rounded experience. They get to compete for championships on the court in front of Razor and our fans. They get to go in the classroom and get it done and get good grades, and then they get to, grow in character and serve our community.
The beautiful thing about Razor here is that, got the new outfit, the new, mascot gear. A lot of times when you're around the mascot gear, it's like 10, 12 years old. I mean, you can almost smell it. You smell good, Razor, which is a good thing. The rebrand of the Blue Wave to the Manta Rays, only been a year, believe it or not. Feels like it's actually been longer. But part of that also, you're going to have a Hall of Fame class coming in. And again, I mentioned proud history at FSCJ for folks here in the Jacksonville area all the way back. And this will be pretty cool to acknowledge some of the best athletes that have ever played there. And the list is long.
Yeah. Our rich tradition goes all the way back to 40-odd years being the Stars. And we've had players get drafted out of FSCJ. We've had players run in the Olympics. We've got a number of coaches and administrators that are in all the Hall of Fames around the state and around the country. And so we're excited to connect the Stars with the Blue Wave, with our Manta Rays, and really celebrate that with the new launch of the Athletics Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that's coming up in October, which is pretty cool. Jerry Thor with us, Director of Athletics. Your background, you've been a little bit around, but also we're down at in Melbourne, right, at Eastern Florida, and you've got a tennis background.
Yeah, so I was excited to see Austin talking pickleball. So I thought maybe I'd bring a racket by, and this would be the pickleball segment. But yeah, I coached college tennis for 11 years, JUCO through Division I. Been all around the country, and so I feel like I picked up a lot of some of those best practices for college athletics, and I've had a super supportive administration here at FSCJ to do things the right way, build a best-in-class athletic department, and the community's been receptive to that.
How different is this for you? No more coaching, but now administration.
Yeah, I mean, I went from having about 20 odd athletes to 160 that we serve, and so being able to build those relationships with them and provide the best experience that we can has been a lot of fun.
You got some news to share too today with the basketball program, right?
Yeah, so excited to have some breaking news right here on the show. We've promoted Toriano Andrews, who will take over as head coach of our men's basketball team. As I mentioned, we went 31-6 last year, back-to-back state championships, and so he's been a part of that journey from the beginning. Got great relationships with our returning athletes. He's assembled an outstanding recruiting class, and so we owe it to him, give him that chance to see that journey to its completion. So he'll be our head men's basketball coach. You've
now been around this a little bit, and obviously with the rebrand and some of the success that you've just mentioned, baseball and basketball, what's kind of the plan moving forward? I mean, how big do you go out with kind of what you're looking at in the future of the Manta Rays and FSCJ and from an athletic standpoint?
I mean, just seeing those players come back from having a national tournament experience and something that they'll never forget. And so our goal within athletics and at the college is that all of our athletes will come through, leave with a degree, leave with a ring on their finger from a championship they've won, and leave with memories of a lifetime. And so that's what we want to deliver across all 9 sports.
You got a balance, too. You're all over the place. You got balance in North Campus and the South Campus, which is obviously right here near where we are today. But that's put some miles on the car, huh?
Yeah, it just makes it accessible for our fans out there to attend a sporting event. But, yeah, it's been fun. We put some fresh coats of paint on the walls at both South and North Campus. And, we've got baseball and softball up at North Campus, and other fields look great. We installed 2 new scoreboards this past year. And then at South Campus, we've called our gym the Reef. And so, when you walk in, you see manta rays on the walls, and you see a nice shiny rebrand on the court, and we've got a number of projects that we've got in the future as well.
Well, we were over there a couple of games last year, plus a high school tournament at the South Campus. The court looks fantastic from a year ago.
Yeah, and it's really allowed us to engage with some community partners, too, about putting on more events. And so I look forward to being back on the show to hopefully break some news soon as well.
All right, we like that. Yeah, because there were a couple events. Wasn't they played a Thanksgiving Classic was played over there as well. I can't remember the exact name of the tournament, but I knew because my Rhode Rams, Rhode Island, was there as part of it. So, I mean, that can become a nice site, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of everything right there, right here off beach.
Yeah,
to be able to host events.
We've partnered with Airstream Ventures to host the Fortegra Invitational, big 8-team basketball tournament that's got some state championship contenders that compete every year. We host the Northeast Florida All-Star Game, so we see some of the top talent, and you see university coaches come in to recruit right alongside us. About 80% of the athletes on our rosters are from right here in Jacksonville in our community, and so proud to really give them the opportunities to show their talent.
All right, Jerry Thor, Director of Athletics for FSCJ. Thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. Wyatt.
Yeah.
It's a one-way conversation anytime you're talking to Razor.
Yeah, Razor's few for words, but a lot of action. Puts the action in it, which is great to see. But yeah, thank you for having us on the show, and excited to see the community out at our events this year.
Absolutely. Look them up at FSCJ. We'll give you more. We actually do the Smart Play of the Week each and every week on Action Sports Shack's Primetime, and we'll have some more with FSCJ on our Friday Night Blitz and high school football coverage, and right here on the Brent and Austen Show on the Action Sports Shack's 24/7 network. Talk a little more Jags. We've got some trivia coming up as well, still on the way here on a Monday. Hope everyone's having a good day, starting the work week well. We've got some NFL football coming around the corner in about 12 or 13 days. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest and cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School.
Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
About 28 hours before every NFL team has to declare their 53-man roster. A lot of moves set to be made over the next day and a half. Looks like the first domino has fallen with Jeremy Fowler of ESPN reporting that Trey Prince, cornerback formerly from Ole Miss, has been released by the Jacksonville Jaguars. So he is the first one to go. Austin, we're going to see a bunch of notifications come in.
Yeah.
Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow morning, by tomorrow afternoon. But Trey Prince is the first to be released.
Yeah. Like in terms of surprise and everything, I don't necessarily think I'm that. Are you surprised, Hamby?
If I would have had to guess, I would thought it would have potentially been Braswell.
Okay,
not to say that
Prince.
Either is made the team.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say I'm the most surprised over this one. I think Christian Braswell will make the team. Brent, just joining us right now. Prince has been released from the Jaguars.
Trey Prince. Yeah, I thought
Well-
he actually played. We were talking about it. We thought he played well the other day.
Yeah.
But I think Braswell has really been kind of the highlight player. I think Jarian Jones, obviously, we knew would be on the team, but he's played really well this camp. Braswell, and then you get a little bit of roster flexibility here because of Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out. Your normal numbers, he takes up 2 spots, wide receiver and corner, and allows you to be more flexible, perhaps, depending on what you've got there. So is that the only one we've seen?
He's the only one. The other breaking news in the last couple of minutes:
Terry McLaurin,
$32 million a year.
He got his way.
He got his way. It's crazy because we think $32 million. Now we're like, okay, like this is a ridiculous amount of money. But me and Hamby were breaking it down during the break, and he's what? He's the 5th highest paid wide receiver now, Hamby?
Per annual average.
Yes. 5th highest paid.
Who are
I
the
think
top
that's
4?
Jamar,
Metcalf?
Justin Jefferson, CD, and DK Metcalf. He's pretty much tied with Garrett Wilson, although Garrett Wilson's is a much bigger deal because it's 5 years. And then right below him is A.J. Brown.
So it's crazy that we're talking about $30+ million a year is the price of doing business.
Just cost of doing business.
But that's the cost of doing business.
And he was at 23, so he just got a $9 million raise.
I mean, am I taking him over DK Metcalf?
I am.
I probably am.
I am.
And I get Wilson's a lot younger, right? A lot more intrigue in terms of what Wilson can do in his career. But would I take him over Wilson right now? I might. So listen, he got his money, more power to him.
Well, here are the guys next on the list. That's Amon-Ra, who's at $30 million a year.
Gordon just give him 50. Oh,
he had
I
a
got you.
$120 million deal total.
I thought you said he's due for a new contract. Okay.
But after that, Tyreek Hill, Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle, DJ Moore, Devontae Smith. You take them pretty much over all those guys.
Who's the next guy, I wonder, that's going to get paid at the wide receiver position? Because the market is constantly resetting itself at this position.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I mean, don't you feel that, though? Because
Drake London will get a huge deal.
Okay.
He's coming up on his...
Nico? What about Nico?
Has he earned it?
Yeah, he earned it.
Oh, yeah.
He's been awesome.
London's kind of been like McLaren in terms of doesn't matter who's throwing the football, you're kind of getting yours.
Yeah, he's only 24.
Did he have a slower rookie year?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, last year he was unbelievable.
Okay, it was a rookie season. That was a little slow. Yeah, I mean, these guys are just going to keep. I mean,
he went for 1,309 last year with 100 catches.
We've seen the edge rusher position fluctuate, where at the time there was
kind of stopped for a year or two period.
Well, it went down. Eskiani Ngakwe, what he got. It dropped and then it went back up again. I feel like wide receivers position it has never really dropped.
It's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, you said, I was talking about this the other day at you were a topic of conversation, actually, coming off our show on Friday. And I brought this up, how the receiver is actually so coveted in the minds of fans especially. Now, I'm not saying in the minds of teams it's not either. but that playmaker, ball in the hands, even listen to what Liam Cohen says. But they're so coveted, mostly from a fan perspective because of fantasy.
Sure.
I mean, the top guy outside of McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley, the top however many players are going to be receivers. And so, like, we want receivers, which means the public like receivers, the quarterbacks need receivers, the playmakers are receivers, and that means you're going to get paid. Like, it's a great position to be playing. And we've got more of them, but they're still getting paid. See, that's the interesting thing. It feels like the supply and demand of receiver is not at a shortage. It feels like we've got a ton of them, but they're still getting paid. Usually, from a supply and demand standpoint, you're usually going to pay the positions where there's not a lot of supply.
Correct.
Because it's pretty unique. That hasn't been the case in terms of the receivers, and I find that part pretty interesting.
It's interesting because, I mean, nowadays, if you're a receiver, you need to get over 1,000 yards to even be in the conversation of getting another contract, it seems like.
Yeah.
Right? But I also think, like any position in the NFL, even wide receiver, like, yeah, every team's probably got one good receiver on their squad. It's just the way that it works. But to be, like, the elite, still there's still ground to make up from being like a good receiver to being like that Justin Jefferson to that Jamar Chase type, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's still elite. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still a separate category. We've asked that about Brian Thomas Jr. Is that going to happen? Mr. Pico says, in case you missed it, former Jags were cut. Denver cut Gregory Jr. Atlanta cut Caleb Johnson. Bills cut Trey Herndon as well. Gabe Davis still not playing. That's interesting. You know, that injury might be more significant than anybody knew because he's visited like Pittsburgh twice, visited the Giants, visited someone else, maybe the Saints or something like that.
I think he visited Buffalo again.
Maybe Buffalo again. You're right. Still hasn't found a home. So that one's pretty fascinating. One last thing on the McLaurin front. Like, it was the right move. I still feel it's the 3 years. It doesn't matter the money. You're not stuck. You've got the rookie on rookie quarterback deal. So it's the right time to be able to spend this kind of money. And it seemed like there was definite even pressure from the coaching staff to the front office to be like, get this deal done. Like, look at what we did last year.
Yeah.
We need this guy to build the momentum. Like, what are we doing?
The biggest thing is did they make a mistake by not paying him before? Because who are the top five again? Who's this guy from the Jets just got paid?
Wilson just got paid?
The guy from the Jets that just got paid.
Wilson?
Yeah. Because he got paid like a couple weeks ago,
Was
right?
it just a couple weeks
I think
back?
so. So did you make a mistake by not capitalizing and
maybe a $3 million? I mean, he was going to get $29 million if you
but I mean
instead of 32. Yeah,
that could be a difference between another
addition player. Yeah. That might have been.
I don't understand the ability for players, or I mean, I guess it's just more management and like GMs to say, yeah, we're gonna wait and see, and then pay him, right before the first week of the season. Like, I'm sure he's gonna be in shape and everything, but why these deals don't get done in training camp when you can see these guys and make sure that their bodies are acclimated to play a regular season is beyond me.
Yeah, and that one it felt like it was getting kind of ugly. Wasn't the whole thing over the weekend that he was just pacing the sideline by himself, and there was that kind of thought that it's just getting even further and further away from. Or closer and closer to being a mess type of deal with them. So you just create. It seems like the players win. On the deals. So why wait?
Yeah, I know.
Get it done. Now, from the player and agent side, they might be the ones pushing that because they know the longer you wait, the more you're going to get. The leverage keeps going up on their side. Same with the Micah Parsons stuff right now. So we'll see how it shakes out. So if we started the segment with Trey Prince has been reportedly cut, I'm fascinated with the mechanics of this. The Jags, I'm assuming, will try to keep as much of this in-house as possible, but then agents are the ones that will get it out there. So how will we see this leak out tomorrow, 4 o'clock, 53-man roster set? Will they try to get ahead of it and even announce it almost on their own before the 4 o'clock deadline? That is unlikely. So how much can they keep in-house, or are we going to get the domino of, hey, this guy's cut, this guy's cut, this guy's cut, and where are the surprises coming? We do think from a cut standpoint, kind of to bring up our Republic Services recycled headlines of the day, recyclingsimplified.com. Cut day is a little more than 24 hours away. We think fifth wide receiver, the Jags are still looking. Doesn't mean someone doesn't make it, like an Austin Trammell or somebody like that. But we think they're trying to upgrade in that spot. Fred Johnson traded away, as you know. Quarterback situation could be interesting. Question is, who are they going to find? Can you upgrade the backup quarterback spot would be the question here. The other side of the ball, Chad Muma looks like a guy that could be a former draft pick in trouble. Jordan Jefferson, former draft pick, probably in trouble, I think. Tyler Lacey could be a guy that's interesting to watch, depending on how they feel about some of their younger players.
Which is insane because he was your starter 3 weeks ago.
He was, and he got a lot of playing time, so that could hurt you or help you. How did you play in that time? What did you see? I think a player like B.J. Green, who has played really well this camp, Casey's guy, should we get him in for this?
Come on.
I think he's got a real chance to make the team. I know a lot of people have referenced Strigo as well, number 92, who's had a nice camp for the Jags. He could also be on that pass rush. I think Combs is an interesting to watch at linebacker for the Jags. Can you stash him on the practice squad? We'll see. Everybody else, like I usually feel like you get a cornerback or a safety that's kind of undrafted, and you're like, oh, I really like that guy. I'm not sure the Jags have that. Like, is Muhammad, the kid out of Oregon, that? Lovely had the interception. I don't know. I mean, maybe one of those guys kind of makes it, someone in that ilk, because Trey Prince is not going to make it. We'll see. I just don't feel that strong about a lot of the undrafted free agents. I actually do like the B.J. Green kid. I think he's got a real chance.
Because he's flashed on film, yeah.
He really has.
Sure. Yeah.
Casey, going to jump in here, talk about your guy. Let's do it. Come on down.
Ladies and gentlemen, gracing the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network with his presence, Mr. 100K by Wednesday, Casey Kurtz.
He's a big hustle guy.
Trying to send Hamby something to the drive. Just do your...
Ladies and gentlemen, walking off of the stage, no longer gracing us with his presence, but you may have heard his voice, Mr. 100K by Wednesday, Casey Kurtz.
There we go. That was good to have him on the show today.
Yeah, it's great. That's awesome.
Thanks for jumping in on that part of it. I like the 53-man roster projections, by the way. I don't do them, but I like watching them.
Sure. What do you want? Like who does them?
I saw ESPN did one for all 53 teams.
Oh, wow. Working overtime there,
53 teams, all 32 teams.
No, but I'm saying like working overtime there. Okay.
Well, they get their beat guy to do it.
Okay.
And I think, so Duraco had it. And this was I'm pretty sure this was after the game on Saturday night. And let me tell you what he had, because I disagreed with a couple of them.
Okay.
You get to Jacksonville. ESPN,
right.
Let's go.
Well, in the meantime, to answer some of the chat questions, yes, I am worried about the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, we good?
What are they, they're way more than a half a game up, aren't they?
They're 5 games up.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he said half a game. Oh. He said 5 games. They're fine. Why should you be worried about them?
Because
I told you they were going to do this.
You said don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
When I said the Cubs series is huge, you said, oh, they got a huge lead. Don't worry about it. I said, oh, I'm worried about it. I continue to be worried about it.
All right. I wouldn't worry about it.
Sorry, and Casey, with all apologies to your fantasy baseball team and Trevor McGill, might want to find a different closer. All right, Brent, go ahead.
I thought, I just think they were going to go on a little bit of a dip. They'd played such good ball for so long.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to do that.
Oh, yeah. Put your hand on your hip. When you dip, we dip, we dip. They're dipping.
What? By the way,
I put my hand up on your hip.
I also,
when you dip,
I'm a little disappointed.
You're too young.
Might have lost a parlay this weekend because I had them plus 140 down 2-0. They take the lead and then they relinquished it in the ninth.
Hey, you had some issues, huh, with betting.
Boredom.
I was joking about the intervention. It might be time, huh?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Were you going to win a bet too, by the way?
I win the ones that are not on this show.
We'll take your word for it. Yeah. And then Brent, the degenerate that he is, like, well, what happens to this bet counts? Like, well, you didn't put it for the show, so we can't count it.
The reason why I can still make a wager or two is because I'm up.
In real life?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm like, all right, well, I might as well play with house money a little bit.
I got you. Now, on the show money
on the
for
show
the game,
money, I'm like goose egg.
You're You're getting ready to get your kneecap smashed if you start borrowing from some of the people. I'm just saying.
I got the money to
I
pay.
hope so.
I don't think I have to worry about my kneecaps.
I hope so.
I paid the piper.
All right.
I was actually thinking about that the other day to somebody, or talking to somebody about this.
Real quick, because it's in the chat.
wow.
While we remember, Brent.
Shout, Mr. Hugo.
Megan Maroney. Tell us about her.
Which country singer?
Okay, we're good. All right, that's all we had to hear. Okay, we're good. We're good. Sorry, we're good. Yes. You've heard of her.
Oh, yeah.
Casey.
What was the story?
Casey was almost in tears on Friday because nobody knew who Megan Maroney was.
Oh.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. Lee Bryce played over at Top Golf a couple years ago. He's a country singer.
Okay.
And they put a concert on at Top Golf.
Cool. Oh, I remember. Yeah.
And so, and I emceed it.
Yeah.
Or like introed it. It wasn't really an MC. I just introed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I introed it, and I can't remember if Megan Maroney was the opener.
Oh, wow.
Or there are a couple of like Megan Maroney type country singers like in that. And they might be bigger even now. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember who it was. Like, isn't there a Cassidy Pope or something like that? Like,
I have no idea.
I don't know. But it might have been Megan Maroney.
Yeah.
That was the opener for a few songs for.
Well, speaking of bigger, is there anybody bigger than Mike DiRocco in terms of ESPN and covering the Jaguars? Let's get back to.
You want to go back to?
Well, I'm trying to keep us on track. Look at me trying to keep everybody on track.
By the way, like you see, the Red Sox won 3 out of 4 against the Yankees.
I saw that.
Curb
stomped them, really. Hey,
yeah,
got to fight Boone. Got to fire Boone.
They are 9-2 against the Yankees.
Crazy. Got to fire Boone at some point.
Well, they're going to hang on until. If they don't win it,
the
he's
decade.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah, if they don't win it, he's done. Big change is coming. Dude.
Okay.
I think if they don't make the playoffs, everybody's gone.
It's been a long time coming. I feel like with Boone, but yeah.
All right. So here's what our buddy Mike DiRocco has: quarterbacks Lawrence and Mullins. Again, I think they might try to upgrade. Running backs, we know the 4. Receivers, throws in Austin Trammell. I think the 5th receiver is not on this team right now. I really think they're going to try to find somebody. Now, can they? We said earlier in the show, it's a coveted spot. 3 tight ends, Strange, Long, Munt. Offensive line, Little, Cleveland, Hainsey, Adoga, Harrison, McCarry, Milam, Monheim. They traded Fred Johnson. Mm-hmm. I think that's the curiosity here because we have like 0 updates on injuries is Cole Van Lannon. He's your swing tackle, and I think they make this move with Fred Johnson because they feel like he's coming back, most likely. But we never really knew what it was. Like he was out for camp.
Yeah.
But I don't think we were ever told. What it was. Defensive line, Hines Allen, Armstead, Devon Hamilton, Trayvon Walker, Emmanuel Ogba, Mason Smith, DeJuan Smoot, Alan Saunders now, and then he's got Strigow and Jefferson. I disagree with him there. I don't think Jordan Jefferson's making this football team. He also would have Tyler Lacey off there. I do think B.J. Green's got a real chance to make it.
Yeah.
Based on his performance. Strigow's an interesting one. I don't know exactly how they value him. But I do think B.J. Green certainly could be
the
guy. Aluakin, Lloyd, Kaiser, Gardeck, Ventrell Miller, and Branson Combs for 6 linebackers. That would mean Abdullah and Muma are out, and I think there's a real chance on that. Although Abdullah played pretty well the other day.
Abdullah did play pretty well, but I know they like Holmes a lot. They're really high on him. Yeah.
And a lot of that will come down to special teams, and really hard to know exactly where everybody stands on special teams.
For sure.
The Muma thing's interesting. Right, 3rd round pick didn't make a lot of sense when they did it. They had already drafted Devin Lloyd, so Trent Baalke missed on 2 linebackers in that same class in the 1st and the 3rd round. But I like Chad Muma a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, good dude, and I was hoping that he really put on a show the other night. Mm-hmm. And it turns out you get him in space, and almost anybody's going to look bad in that spot. But obviously he doesn't look good, and that's what people will remember.
Yeah.
I just don't – I'll take that play out because I know that's a play that people will want to talk about. I just feel like when you're in that setting, you've got to really shine. You're a former 3rd-round pick. You've got to be better than a lot of those guys out on the field. I just don't think it's noticeable enough on Muma that he stands out. And in a setting like Saturday night, he should stand out.
No, I mean, if you're on the bubble of making the team, which obviously I think Chad Muma is – like, it's not only good enough to do your job, you have to play outside of yourselves and make like a couple splash plays. And we didn't really see that from Chad Muma. So, yeah, I think I think his time might be done here.
Yeah, and cornerbacks, he's got Jordan Lewis, Tyson Campbell, Jarian Jones, Christian Braswell, DeAndre Prince. Okay, well, Prince is gone. Buster Brown, I believe, is probably going to start on IR because isn't there you go 4 games on IR and then you can come off it? I think my guess is it's going to be something like that. I don't have any inside information on it, just a guess. I don't know where they're going with the last corner spot, or maybe even 2 corner spots.
Do we know it's safety, but is Ransaw?
I think he's another one that right now, unless we get word, and we don't have a lot of it, he's missed so much, you got to figure he starts on IR.
Yeah. So you could have a couple possibilities in terms of.
I think that's a waiver wire. Do you go there and add somebody?
Yeah.
And keep in mind, Travis Hunter takes up a spot there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Safeties, Eric Murray, Wingard, Antonio Johnson, Darnell Savage, Rayon Lane. I think that's it. I think those 5 guys do make it. I think Rayon Lane is going to make the team.
And he counts Daniel Thomas as special teams?
He put Daniel Thomas in as special teams instead. Okay. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he has Daniel Thomas off. Well, actually, that's a good call. So where's Daniel Thomas fit in? Maybe he can keep an extra safety and not in a corner because of the Travis Hunter thing?
But also, too, if Ransaw's going to be down.
Yeah, well, he thinks he's going to be on IR, so he doesn't count him here.
Thomas.
So Wingard, Antonio Johnson, by the way, I've heard really good things about him this camp, and they'll employ that third safety a bunch. They like him there. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, we'll see how right DeRocco is. I disagree with him on a couple of these.
Little making as well?
Who?
Cook and Little for.
Those guys are going to make it, allegedly.
I know. There's not a lot of competition, I feel like, at those spots.
By the way, the dude kicked a 59-yarder that looked like it was good from 159 yards.
That's ridiculous, man. Dude's got some skills. He's a weapon.
I can't. I know I said it. I'm not going to I try not to get carried away with it.
There we go.
The feeling around that guy when it's about the ball's about to midfield is nuts.
Yep. You know this is nuts, Brent. The feeling that you get when, ladies and gentlemen, gracing the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network with, I'm acting like he is, with his presence, Mr. 100K by Wednesday, Casey Kurtz.
What's up, dude? Appreciate it.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah.
It's
good. That's really good
I'm not trying to oversell it. I'm trying
good.
to just get people's attention with it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Cool.
I appreciate you.
No problem, man. I got you.
Did you work on your K's all weekend?
I did not. No.
Black shirts reunited, by the way.
Yeah.
Cost Nebraska.
Men in black.
Yeah.
What? What'd you say? What's the first thing you said?
Call us Nebraska.
Call us Nebraska.
The black shirts.
Okay.
Do you know?
I don't. I have no idea.
Okay, so you don't know the black shirts in Nebraska?
Never been.
So Nebraska football.
Yeah.
Back in the day when their defensive starters, they called them the black shirts.
Ah.
Yeah. What, Hamby?
When they were relevant.
Oh, when they're relevant as well. Yeah, but they still they have their alternate jerseys sometimes.
Those are cool.
The black, black shirts.
Those jerseys are cool.
Yeah. You didn't know that either, Brent?
What's going on, guys?
You didn't know the black shirts? Hamby, did you know it?
No.
Did you make that up? Because Hamby's a big college football
How am I
guy.
the only person that knows about the black shirts of Nebraska?
They weren't relevant in my lifetime.
All right.
I don't want to spend more than 20 seconds on it.
More thoughts about that on Stadium Pulse, I guess.
Their head football coach, Matt Rule, is starting a weekly podcast.
I saw that.
That's a good watch.
But I don't know if
Said nobody ever.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, but you know why he's doing it?
Why?
He's doing it as a
recruiting pitch.
An NIL.
Yeah.
Like they're going to put whatever dollars are created as an NIL revenue source.
Right. Because
it just shows you how creative people are getting to get an influx of money.
That will pass through NIL Go with the Deloitte people, and so they can funnel as much money as they want probably through that.
Yeah.
Because you can't go up to them and say, hey, this person is not worth $20,000 to be a podcast appearance.
Yeah.
Because up to them.
Up to them. So that's the creativity you're about to see in some of this stuff. And by the way, I guess good on Rule if he's willing to do it. That means time out of his time, right, to invest back in the program. It's time investment more than dollar investment, I guess. So we'll see if it works. It's just I thought it was a pretty creative way to do it.
Is he interviewing other kids on the team?
I didn't see what the podcast
because that would be kind of
it didn't say. But.
That'd be kind of weird though, huh? Hey, we've got receiver who dropped the ball last night. My guy, what happened? I feel like that would be so awkward.
I'm just upset that the black shirts have gotten the Megan Roney treatment on the show. It makes zero sense.
So they're in good company, is what I'm hearing.
Whatever, man.
It's a good look.
Listen.
It's unbelievable.
So I'm thinking about this now that you say that. I don't think in 27 years on Earth, I have front to back watched a Nebraska football game.
Okay, well then that could explain something.
Hamby, do you think you've watched a full Nebraska game? If they were not playing like UCF or somebody.
See, growing up in the mid-90s, like...
Oh, man. I think they played Georgia in a bowl game.
Okay. So that's why you watched
10
it.
years ago, and I watched. That's it. Full front to back.
All right,
I
so
watched
now
Raiola last year, but...
Yeah, not front to back.
No.
So now we're pushing 40 years on the planet. We've seen one. Brent, front to back, Nebraska?
Yeah, plenty. But
Plenty?
Yeah, I mean, in the 90s, Nebraska was really good. Like, really good.
So in about 80 years on the planet, we've watched about 5 front to back Nebraska.
But to your point...
I've never seen Nebraska. I mean, I've watched it a little bit here and there, but I've never like watched a Nebraska game. But I know about the black shirts.
See, I just don't know where I run into the black shirt Nebraska.
Playing NCAA football.
I've played in those uniforms as Nebraska.
Okay, but like when you go on the main menu and it's like they have the black shirts on there, like the skull and crossbones black shirts.
But
it's like one of the things on NCAA football.
Wouldn't I have to have picked Nebraska as my favorite team?
You have to highlight them. No.
Why would I have done that?
No, I'm saying like when you okay, this is going off the rails now. When you're at the main screen of selecting a team, and you go to each team kind of has their own little...
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, they have the skull and crossbone black shirts as their thing.
Okay.
So, like, if you're going to, like, scroll past Nebraska in your selected team,
yes,
you would see the black shirts.
Yeah, if you're playing somebody else.
Correct.
So did you know the black shirts before the video game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Known Nebraska fan.
No, can I tell a story real quick?
Yeah.
So the only reason I know about the black shirts is because there was a school in our conference, Austen, that kind of had the same thing that they did.
I see.
And they stole it from Nebraska.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew about it.
So, yeah, we don't have that here. So...
You don't have what?
Shyachtn?
We don't have a Shyachtn.
Okay, but I'm saying, you don't have a Shyachtn, but I guarantee people in the chats know what the black shirts is. And they're not from Nebraska.
By the way, we once did a
All right,
bit.
let's go in the chat real quick.
We once did a bit here on the show where we spelled the towns of Wisconsin.
Yes, it was
Shyachtn
intense.
could be a good one.
All right, chat real quick. We don't ask much of you. Have you guys heard of the black shirts? Yes or no? All right, go ahead, Hamby, or whatever, Brent, whatever.
See, no, I hate this gimmick now because last time he did this on Friday. Hey, chat, we don't ask you for much. We need help. Do you know who Megan Brody is? Everybody's scared of Austen, so they're like, yes, of course, Mr. Lane, we know.
No, nobody knew who she was.
He can't punch you through the computer.
Nate Adams says never heard of it.
That a baby.
We got one.
Thank you, person.
It's like it's college football, man. You gotta know your stuff.
Didn't even know what conference Stanford was in.
Gotta know your history. Well, Brent, the realignment nobody knows anymore. Let's be honest
for
here.
these guys, just to give them a little bit of why you would not know Nebraska at 25 and 27 years old.
Because we're in Florida.
The last 25 years of Nebraska: 7 wins, 5 wins, 4 wins, 3, 3, 5, 4, 4, 9. 6, 9, 9, 10. That is stunning that they had that. That was under Bo Pelini back in 12, 13, and 14.
That's when Georgia played them.
And then in 2010 and 9. So they actually had Bo Pelini. They shouldn't have fired. Wasn't that the whole cat thing? Didn't they have like a Bo Pelini cat thing?
A cat thing?
Like on social media?
A cat thing?
Pretty sure.
Okay, I mean, I may know Nebraska football with the black shirts. I don't know the Bo Pelini cat thing.
Oh, that's when they had the stomper, right? Obviously.
I thought they had like a meme or something with Bo Pelini and his
the
cat.
Dominican Sue?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Man, what happened to this guy?
I'm thinking wrestling. They had shoes? What? Okay.
They should have never got rid of Bo Pelini. That dude was killing it compared to today's standards. Before that, it was Bill Callahan. 5 wins, 9 wins, 8 wins, 5 wins. Did have a 10-win season under Frank Solich, who took over for Tom Osborne. Those were the glory days. Solich was good.
I haven't heard of one of these humans.
But the last time they had more than 10 wins in a season was 2001. You guys were seriously like almost not born.
Yes.
Don't look at me.
But prior to that,
I was thriving.
They had double-digit wins.
I was 3.
The previous 15 out of 18 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how good Nebraska was.
Sure.
What they say.
It was Nebraska and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of the years. So Tom Osborne, you ever hear of him?
Nope.
Never heard of Tom Osborne?
I don't know if you related to Ozzy.
That's the best answer. That's the best answer I've heard all day.
Did he become a senator?
Ozzy?
Tom.
Oh. Ozzy could have.
Yeah.
No, I guess he's not. He's not U.S. born.
He's a member of the U.S. House of Representatives.
Okay.
I don't know who Tom Osborne is either.
He's a
I don't
representative.
Thank you. Why are you clowning me? He didn't know either.
I don't know Tom Osborne is, Brent.
Really?
I honestly don't.
So what does he do again, Hamby, besides coach football?
U.S. House of
That
Representatives.
was 1997. You would know that.
For Nebraska?
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Where you were you born?
87.
Bro was 10.
I was watching Michigan. That's the only thing on ABC was Michigan.
I mean, in 1997, Nebraska and Tom Osborne went 13-0.
I didn't watch.
Okay.
There wasn't. I mean, I didn't have. We didn't have cable. What do you want me to
I
do?
was 0 years old.
They won the national
about the
title
black
in
shirts, though?
97.
Knew about those black shirts. Though.
Nobody
Yeah,
cares
that
about
much.
damn black shirts.
Hey, Hamby, what does the chat say? Anything else?
Poor Tom Osborne.
Let's see.
I mean, I can tell you.
I heard of it when Bo Pelini was brought them back.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Maroney, no. Black shirts, yes.
Who said that?
Mr. Hugo.
Ban him.
Man.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Oh, yeah.
I almost overnighted some Mega Maroney shirts so we all could wear them.
How did this go? Like, you big Megan Maroney fan?
I can tell you how to go, but I have a feeling that Austin's going to full stop me again.
No, you're
I don't
good.
want to hear. That's
no,
fine.
Tell her how it
What's
goes.
the shirt you wear? What's the...
Which one? Amy Winehouse?
No. Country.
I wear a country one?
Yeah.
Casey Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves.
Yeah. Sorry, Brent. My bad. Yeah, I've been wearing her in a second. But yep, Casey Musgraves, man. But she's more like the alternative country pop now.
Yes.
Oh, she moved into that?
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Kinda-
she was Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift was Taylor Swift.
No, she was not.
No, she was not.
Oh, yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
She firmly was not.
Oh, yeah.
She comfortably was not.
Yep.
That is like one of the most like, Hamby, you got to go back and watch the old show because he would wear a Casey Musgrave shirt.
He's a big Casey Musgraves guy.
crazy.
I mean, I still have
Like,
it.
why
I'll
is he
wear
wearing a
it.
Casey Musgrave shirt?
Because I love Casey Musgraves. Casey Musgraves legit.
I know,
Casey's
it's
that
just
justified.
odd.
Okay.
It's a little out of left field.
I'm so annoyed that I kind of forgot about that because I would have spent all weekend putting Casey Musgraves and Megan Maroney up against each other.
Oh, toe to toe.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to see those problems.
Okay.
I don't think you want to compare Casey Musgraves to Megan Maroney. I don't think you're like how that turns out. Do you want? Is this going to be the game for tomorrow?
It might be.
It's going to be a court session where we have to defend each of our respected country artists, and
Maybe I turn into the judge.
yeah, Brent's the judge. Brent's the country music judge now.
Possibly. That could
Okay,
work.
that could work.
I see we're setting the table here.
Good. Now I can get zero sleep tonight. I'm going to be up till 2:00 in the morning trying to plot against Megan
I'll
Maroney.
definitely wear the shirt tomorrow.
Oh, I'm definitely wearing the shirt tomorrow.
Winner Megan.
Got to pull that one out.
I like the sound of
Hamby's
that.
already declared winner Megan.
Hamby, what are you talking about?
She's just looking at pictures, probably.
Oh, okay.
You won.
She won what?
My dog.
Not Grammys. How many Grammys does Megan Maroney have? We're already getting into it.
How many national championships does Nebraska have? Nobody cares anymore anyway.
I like that. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I like that a lot.
Okay.
What the heck are we doing here?
I have no
Are
idea.
we taking a break?
Probably. How many you taking today?
We're on time.
No, we're good on time. Right on time, baby.
I doubt that.
We got a game coming up,
We're in
Casey?
a tight ship.
Yeah, I got some trivia.
Okay. Over the weekend trivia?
Yeah, everything happened over the weekend.
Everything happened.
Well, there's one that's somewhat questionable for over the weekend, but I feel like you guys should know it.
Okay.
Hey, Best Bet, Jacks.com, place to go to check out the latest on what's going on at all three locations, Orange Park, St. Augustine, and Monument Road, right in Jacksonville. Event 3 of the Summer Swing Series kicks off this week at Best Bet Jacks. 4 flights, August 28th to the 31st, daily at noon. Again, check out bestbetjacks.com to view the full tournament schedule and how to get in with a $300,000 guarantee. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, Casey Kurtz, Jason Hamby. Are we going to tease this and talk about it? Or talk about it now? Oh, you want to talk about it right now?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
By the way, don't fight in a puddle.
Yeah, man.
That's step one.
Yep.
Don't go to Ireland, maybe.
So this is the quarterback's father and son.
brother.
I'm sorry, father and brother.
Avery Johnson, $2 million quarterback at Kansas State, loses the football game and then has to be asked why his dad and brother are throwing punches in the parking lot.
That's embarrassing.
And then they had to issue like a joint statement, right?
Yep, here that is. We sincerely apologize for our actions following yesterday's football game in Ireland. Senseless bickering over our son and brother's lack of accurate passes escalated into an unnecessary fight. We have resolved our differences and take full responsibility for our actions. We have apologized to our immediate and extended family and now extend our condolences to Kansas State University.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
So wait, his dad is which one is his dad?
Probably the one with the jersey.
Is number 2 in the jersey.
Okay.
And his brother
is the one chokehold
in the polo.
The one being restrained.
The purple
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
He's now, he's right there, about to stomp him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, actually,
just can't stomp him because he's slipping in the puddle.
Yeah.
I didn't know Kansas State got down like this, honestly.
With their own fans.
Yeah, with their own fans.
Hey, I got nothing to say. I bet on Iowa State. I tried to tell you guys. I said it on the show. Everybody on this show was like, Kansas State, Kansas State. And then I was like, I said this on the show. I'm going to put real U.S. currency on Iowa State because y'all think it's Kansas State.
If we could be smart enough not to shoot fireworks off the top of the game, so our punt returner can actually see the punt and not muff it on our own 5, we might be in decent shape.
Ooh, there we go.
Still lost.
I'm just gonna say, hey, parents, just chill out. In terms of sports parents,
I think it's
hard.
hard.
Collegiate
It's a hard
athletes.
time. It's gonna be the hardest time ever to be a parent in the stands too, though, right?
How? Just
because of the betting that's going on, and so the emotions are already there because of rabid fans. But now you got same thing that you would say about what we were talking about last week, NFL, UFC, like the dollars at stake, and now your kid's getting paid to play,
Sure.
and so now you feel like it's just now you're showing no mercy at all. I think there's a little bit of that.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely is a little bit of that, but at the same time, if you're making $2 million to be the quarterback of Kansas State, it's going to come with some, it's going to come with some drama when you don't win. Like, it's going to come with some scrutiny.
Real quick, if you're a fly on the wall for the last conversation before the first punch was thrown, each of you give me the sentence that was said that put it over the edge.
Kid's got a noodle arm.
So that's the brother saying that to the dad.
Wait, the brother
or the dad saying that to the brother.
I guess I'm confused. The brother and dad fought each other?
Yes!
I thought they were teaming up.
No!
Okay, well then that's even more stupid.
They're fighting each other.
Well, it's kind of hard to tell in that video.
It's kind of hard to tell who's who.
We got puddles. Okay, so what? Okay.
What was the thing that put it over the edge between dad and bro?
Okay, Casey?
I have an answer.
I know you do.
I'm just not sure that it would go over well.
Could you phrase it a little differently?
Something along the lines of, we wouldn't have been in this position here in London if you didn't have sexual intercourse about 20-something years ago. Because that, to me, feels like fighting words. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, they wouldn't be if Avery Johnson wasn't a person.
That could do it.
Yeah. I think I'm swinging.
Can you put me up for an adoption?
Jeez.
Something like that.
All right. Cause the fight.
I mean, it would have to be pretty serious, right?
Yeah. I think the dad told this to the son. Do you know how old the son is?
He's like 28.
Okay. Yeah, dad told this to the son. Megan Maroney's a little overrated. Boom. There we go. There we go.
Hamby, the best one on the fly on the wall would be like, what was the phone conversation like from the quarterback to his dad and brother?
Yeah.
What was that
Y'all got
conversation
me messed up. I came all the way out here to Ireland and lost this football game, and now we're not going to make the playoff, and I got to hear about you clowns swinging in the puddles.
That's actually what I would like. I would like to know how he found out. Like
blowing up on social
Twitter,
media, right?
Yeah.
No, I know. Did
On
he
the bus.
open his phone and see it, or was like one of his teammates like,
he got a text from his brother. Yo, my bad, little bro. I just threw hands with Pops.
that would actually see like that? I want to know that.
What an embarrassing thing. Like,
Yeah.
man.
Shout out Avery Johnson though. If you're looking for signed Avery Johnson memorabilia, you could find it on my eBay. So that's real.
I love how you know that is, but not Tom Osborne.
Shout out.
Osborne stuff would go for way more.
No, it wouldn't. Shout out to.
would.
Is he dead?
I don't think so.
Okay. Shout out to Avery Johnson, who was in high school and committed to Kansas State, played for Kansas State. So thank you for not transferring, my friend. My helmets are still factually correct. So yeah, if you're looking for that memorabilia, just head over to eBay.
Still got time on Tom Osborne, by the way. He's 88.
Okay.
Get him soon.
Why do you think Tom Osborne's valuable? Because now I want to know.
Yeah, I think he's more valuable than Avery Johnson. Like, seriously.
I mean, he's got a little more experience under his belt.
Yeah, I
Casey.
think there's a little.
That doesn't mean anything.
And Nebraska fans are wild, a lot more crazy about football. Than
There's also
Kansas
probably significantly more Tom Osborne
There might
signed
be.
items
That's
out there than Avery Johnson,
fair.
which is a big
Maybe.
part of it.
That's fair. I'm just trying to help the
Yeah,
business.
my dog. Nah, this dog is worthless.
Are you just going based off a picture?
I'm just, bro. Tom ain't valuable.
Hey, did you see the Hawaii kicker story?
Learn how to kick off YouTube.
Yeah.
That's wild, isn't it?
That's a really cool story.
What a neat story.
Yep.
And where did he go? He went to like a D2 or D3 school first, I
In
think.
California.
And then ended up at Hawaii.
Yep.
What a wild story,
Do you
man.
think the ACC is going to be like, hey, Stanford, maybe just go back to the West Coast and stay there? We don't need you losing to Hawaii, even though
Still
they
think
were
it's crazy.
You see Dan Mullen was in a barn burner in his debut.
Oh, I didn't see that. What was
UNLV, he's the head coach.
Yeah.
Playing
Incarnate Word was
Idaho State.
Oh, Idaho State.
Idaho State, and it was tied at
The Vandals.
half. It was tied
Oh,
going
that's
into the
Idaho.
fourth quarter. Dan Mullen pulled it out by a tud late. So,
Interesting. So they're not going to be very good, probably.
No, he already said something, put his foot in his mouth in the post-game press conference, saying something about if you want to go be all about you, go play tennis, which is facts. But UNLV is still trying to figure out how they're going to pay him, considering their entire athletic department is millions of dollars in debt.
DIY, by the way, on the do-it-yourself learning how to kick.
Yeah.
And now being a college kicker.
That's going to be a
takes it
Disney
to a
movie.
new level, man.
That's going to be a Disney movie.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a pretty neat story. All right, Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. Come back with a little trivia. You guys did mention a couple of sports that had some interesting things go on. Tennis and golf as well. Might even hit on that. Yeah, it actually did.
Can't wait to hear about it.
We'll be back. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242. You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing. Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Save 10% off any water heater plus no trip charge. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. For a limited time, CGC is waiving the trip charge on all related plumbing calls. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between. Juggling my show, Jag Social, to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
All right, check this out. This is NFL Shop. Amanda goes on during the Jags game and is like, hey, I'm trying to get some Jags stuff. That's your top trending player on the Jags NFL Shop.
No, who does the shop?
And Fanatics NFL
Like
Shop.
Fanatics?
This is like the real NFLshop.com. Your top trending players.
Picture of Gabe Davis.
Bro, that must be dying.
I mean, you're out here trying to sell merch. There's Trevor. We got jerseys. We got some shirts on sale.
Third.
He is your third trending player on the Jags NFL Shop. Go look. It's real.
Wild.
And yeah, so you can still get your Gabe Davis merch of known free agent Gabe Davis on NFLshop.com under the Jags. He's the third. Sells more than Josh Hines Allen, apparently.
How about Travis Hunter?
Selling more than Travis Hunter, apparently. Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Gabe Davis.
Trending players.
And then Trayvon Walker. But, you know, so there you go.
Oh, my gosh.
Real quick, speaking of merch, did you see who the NFL is going to do the crossover with now for their new fashion lines?
Fashion Nova?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
Oh. They still exist?
Which I didn't even know was still a thing.
Yeah,
yeah, this was announced 4 hours ago. The NFL just announced a multi-year deal naming Abercrombie and Fitch its first official NFL fashion partner. Abercrombie has produced NFL licensed products since 2022. Didn't know that. Their 90s influenced vintage design is excited to start the new partnership with the NFL. I feel like nobody asked for that, but okay.
Not one person.
No.
That's really weird.
Did you guys see what Mark Schlereth said?
Nope.
Did you catch that?
Oh, yeah.
He's calling the Jags game week 1.
He is.
Oh, my
and his quote going into that week 1 game when he comes to Jacksonville.
Yep.
Is that really
The
what he
Cowboys are the Jacksonville Jaguars with better marketing.
Well, in terms of winning, but not winning the big one? Well, I mean,
I think they
He's saying the Cowboys suck?
irrelevant.
He's saying the Cowboys suck. They just market themselves better. Is what
Yeah.
he's saying.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, that's
That
nice.
wasn't the only bad Jags quote I think he had over the weekend. I thought he had another one.
Oh.
He's calling the Jags game. The first
Yeah, that's not a good look, huh? Yikes.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
He gives me the same vibes as that Joker who got pissed at Brett Favre. Remember that old offensive lineman? who scorned Brett Favre and like had that really weird interaction with him.
Are you talking about Mark Gastineau, who's a defensive end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Schlereth they're similar.
Fair enough.
Well, yeah, that was through the ESPN 30 for 30, the New York Sack Exchange, when Gastineau goes up to Brett Favre and says, "You broke my heart." That was super awkward, yeah.
I don't know how this one will go. I guess I don't know if fans care about like if Shedeur says that. I mean, when is he gonna feel it anyway? Was he gonna get booed walking into the stadium?
No. Nobody cares.
Like you can't really touch guys like that. It doesn't matter. You're gonna listen to the game.
Media.
You're gonna watch the game. I mean, I guess a little bit of heat on social media.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't matter.
But it'll be interesting to see how the Jags handle it.
I mean, what can the Jags do?
Probably nothing.
Right.
It's just like one of those things.
Who's on play-by-play?
I don't know who's part of his team. I'm not sure the team. But
nice. Thank you for whoever was listening and went and bought something off my eBay during the show. I appreciate that.
Oh, really? They did?
Not Avery Johnson, but something else sold.
There you go.
How amazing would that have been if I looked at? Because it said
advertising works, people.
It said your item sold. I was like, no shot. It's Avery Johnson. It's a Pokemon card, but same thing. Same.
Pokemon's hot, isn't it?
Same general idea.
Oh, it's always been hot.
So hot. Yeah. Just not going anywhere.
Nope.
Not losing steam.
I still have to find my Pokemon cards back in my day.
I was trying to tell you, Doug.
All right. I know we're going to get into some trivia, so let's do it.
Well, can I find the dude who's doing... I mean, give me a second here. I'm running the whole...
That's fine.
Chris Myers.
Okay.
Whoa.
Whoa, Brent. Okay.
Whoa. You don't like Chris Myers.
That's a great team. I mean, that's got to be like their fifth team.
It's down the line. Yeah, I'll give you the ones.
I mean, there's Carolina and Jacksonville. I do
the Jaguars and Panthers.
But it's got to be at least their fifth team. Like Myers is still doing it.
That's a good call, Brent. You got Burkhardt and Brady at Giants, Washington. Kenny Albert, Jonathan Vilma at Tampa, Atlanta. Kevin Kugler, Daryl Johnston at Cincinnati, Cleveland. And then your last Fox game in order in the early window is Chris Myers, Schlereth. And then in your late window, you have Joe Davis, Greg Olson, which is their top
I'd rather have
late.
Adam Alman and Mark Sanchez.
He is the second one in the late window, Tennessee and Denver.
Man, you guys are good with your knowledge of all these people.
Yeah.
I just read it off the internet.
No, but I'm saying Hamby, because Hamby was
he called it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
By the way, real quick, we got a couple of good emails the other night for the broadcast.
Okay.
I meant to bring a tweet. Did you see the tweet about Stewart?
I didn't see that one.
Oh, stay tuned tomorrow. It's on my other phone, and I don't know how to find it.
How many phones do you have?
Two. One for the plug and one for the load.
Hello, baby.
Okay.
So you're not going to share it until tomorrow?
I can't find it because here's the thing. Somebody tweeted Stewart about the blitz, but like Stewart didn't interact with it. I just happened to get it. And I was like, oh, that's a picture of Stewart. And I scrolled and I was like, wait a minute. And I went back and it was somebody who said something about Stewart. Stewart did not interact with it, did not tag Action Sports Jacks. Like it just randomly. And I was like, oh, I need this. So I screenshotted it, but it's on the other phone. So I can't even begin to know how to find it right now because I'm sure Stewart never did anything with it. Because it wasn't necessarily
So it's not an email.
A positive Stewart tweet. But it is very
like the Untuck It shirt is my guess. Would you please?
It is very funny though.
Would you please stop with the interviews already? I want to hear the game, not you guys going on and on.
That's about the broadcast.
That was on the broadcast.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like because you kind of go heavy interviews in the last game.
Oh yeah.
With all the because you're playing a bunch of guys that aren't going to be here.
Oh, Amanda really liked your interview with the new guy.
It's funny.
I didn't think it was great, but Amanda really enjoyed it.
I had so many. Well, thank you, Amanda.
Yeah, I thought it was just okay.
It's amazing the feedback I got on that interview. Like from everyone, like that's my new favorite player.
Oh, he's good, man.
I mean, he really is. He's a fun guy.
That and it was early in the game. Everybody saw it. They hadn't turned it off yet.
Yeah, they hadn't turned it off yet. The first quarter was actually pretty interesting. The way the defense was playing against the ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Poor Dolphins fans just.
I wasn't paying attention. I was on my phone. Amanda was watching it.
Then this one's my favorite. Please, in capital letters, stop playing sports on Saturday night. There are plenty of sports channels if that's what I wanted to watch.
Huh.
What else would be on?
This person does not want sports.
Yeah.
I don't know what they want because you can watch during the week and you got a bunch of game shows all night.
Probably had an aneurysm when that pickleball tournament was going on then. Pickleball on the weekend?
Is there anything, I guess, isn't Saturday night usually sports on
Of course.
most channels.
Yeah, like I'm wondering what else she wanted, this person. Like CSI Miami.
Yeah, there's got to be a rerun, though, somewhere.
Can you give us the first name of this individual?
And then last name.
Yep. And then email address.
Adrian.
Is it dude?
Yo, Adrian.
It's spelled like a female Adrian.
Was it Adriana?
No.
I know a female Adrian.
Really?
Yeah, so do I.
Huh. Okay, last name?
No, I'm not doing the last name. I'm not.
Can you work it in later in the show? And we'll just be like, why do you say that?
Yeah, maybe. Well, that's actually not a bad idea. All right,
Everybody
go ahead.
be
What do we
listening.
got?
Oh, right.
Got
Yeah.
some trivia.
Yeah, quite a few here. You guys can team up or do it.
Do you want the intro again? Are we good?
Yeah, go ahead, actually.
Again, this is the third time in an hour.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What the hell?
Grayson the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network with his presence and his game.
Damn right.
Mr. 100K by Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
Casey Kurtz.
I like that. I like
I was going to ask you about this. What kind of player is Casey Kurtz? Do you think he delivers again this week or comes up like about the lowest week we've ever had yet?
I mean, it's like I said, over the first segment or second segment, if you want to talk about Shedeur Sanders, Casey, I can get us a quick million. I can get us a quick mill real quick. If you want to get that million, let me know.
Because here's the thing. In the nicest way, like, it's up to you guys. You guys aren't going to tell me where the good content. God forbid you tell me where anything good is in the show.
You're asking a lot of me.
So I got to sponge through a bunch of crap, right? The show's 3 hours, 250 of it's usually garb. So
garb.
Like it's kind of up to you guys to do good content. I don't know.
There are a bunch of quick hitters today that you could mash together, like that line right there. I wasn't bad.
It's the truth. Anyway, all right, here we go. Most passing yards this week in the preseason. Any team.
How in the world are we supposed to know?
It's the third quarter.
Hey, man, there's nothing going on, right? And this is the gimmick I was given. All right?
Gus Bradley's kid.
No.
Most passing yards by a player or team?
You know what? I'll give it to you if you get the team.
Okay. Who played the Patriots?
No
I
idea.
don't know.
Didn't look at any scores
Don't
around the
care.
league.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody put up 41 points.
So that's it. We're done. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Shane Buechele for the Bills.
Oh, SMU product.
Okay. So how are we supposed to know this? But yet you know where he went to college.
Good.
Great.
That's a good point.
All right. Who led the Jags in passing this preseason?
This preseason.
Yeah. I got all the same stats from a website. If they're wrong, it's not me. It's the website. But it seemed pretty legit.
I'll take the low-hanging fruit. I'm going to say Mullins.
I'm going to go with Hennigan.
I'll take Wolford.
Mullins.
Wow. Yeah.
You know the number? How many
No,
yards?
no idea.
I'll
No
go
idea.
240.
240?
Lower.
Yeah, I feel like it's lower.
32,
195.
I'm going to say 210.
201. Name all 5 of the college football winners this weekend. Division 1.
Iowa State, Hawaii,
Mm-hmm.
UNLV.
Mm-hmm. 2 more.
Did Incarnate Word win?
No, Nicholls State.
Yes. Nicholls State.
Huh?
Oh, D1. Is it they D1?
Are they D1?
No.
Who played Incarnate Word?
That's not D1, brother.
I think the Incarnate Word is D1, no?
Maybe not, Brent.
Well, I've got 2 more D1 teams on. I don't know who they played. I
It
just
could be
looked
like
at who won.
FCS, you know what I'm saying?
It might still
There's
be
2 more legitimate teams that won.
Okay.
Did UNLV, Hawaii?
I'm pretty sure one of you had
Iowa State.
the game in
Kansas.
Kansas.
And
Somebody else big, like Western Kentucky?
Western Kentucky.
Dang.
Good work, team. Least amount of runs scored this weekend in Major League Baseball. Which team?
Was it the Braves?
It was not the Braves.
Would have said the Yankees until last night.
It was not the Bombers.
Who's struggling a little bit? We'll go with the Rockies.
Rockies.
Got shut out by the Pirates.
Rockies.
Yeah. Any idea how many points or runs they scored?
It's the second time you've done that,
I
like
know.
last month.
Yeah. It is. I'm not really sure why either.
I don't either.
I think
don't either because it's a very I don't know sports line.
It's like a game, maybe. So
I think it's how I write it because, I don't know. Everything else is point. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've done it twice.
How many?
You're right.
I'll go with 3.
6.
I'm going to go 2.
1.
Dang.
Wow,
In 3 balls.
0, 1, and 0 points.
I was
for
telling
the
me
Rockies.
this, and I don't know how true it is, but he said Skeens had his 50th start in the big leagues yesterday. He's given
Yes.
up 66 runs.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is crazy.
Is he going to stay in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
I'm saying for the long term.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But until he's legally can leave. Who led the Jags in rushing this preseason?
Wow, that's a tough one.
Because the last game. Well, but nobody really played from the last game that's going to be eligible.
The Jackson kid ran pretty well the other day. I'm going to think they played. I don't think Tootin played enough.
I'm going to say Allen. LaQuinn Allen.
I'm going to say Alaska. I'm going to say Jackson.
Hamby?
Ooh. And for real.
Give me 50 yards from ETN.
You're all wrong.
That's Bigsby.
No.
Oh, Wolford.
I don't
know. Tootin.
Huh.
59.
Wow.
Your dude Jackson had like 56. He
Is
was
that what
like
he
right
had?
there.
I thought he ran pretty well the other night. I mean,
Take your word
for
for
what it is.
Yeah, you were out there. Anyway, which member of the group chat called Casey fat and then sent a video of a girl jumping up and down in back-to-back messages?
What?
You guys don't want to answer that one?
It's probably me.
I'm saying Brent Martineau, I guess. I didn't call you fat.
You guys don't remember that? You guys don't remember that happening?
Calling you fat? Am I in that group chat?
Let me see. Let me go back
Am I
to
in the group chat?
Let me see.
Maybe I'm not in that one.
Friday 151, this human said, sloppy Casey, just like his handwriting. And then I spent Will Smith spinning around in circles. And then on CBS, and it's a girl in a white T-shirt jumping up and down.
Yeah, that was the pickleball.
Oh, pickleball. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Brent Martineau.
By the way, I didn't say sloppy didn't do with appearance. What was the context of that?
That's what you sent. I just read your text.
You didn't. This doesn't say fat.
Sloppy.
Sloppy.
What would you take? Am I wrong?
Sloppy like you're.
So yeah, I mean,
no, this is his way of getting out of the Hamby fired stuff. He's turning the tables because he fired Hamby on the show Friday.
I stand by that.
Yeah, but to be
Fired him,
fair,
and then
Brent.
he didn't find this graphic was made. This is his
Oh no!
rebuttal.
Well, to be fair, he's fired Hamby like every week. Like that's nothing new, Brent. That's just part of the show.
Wait, I'm trying to figure out how you're clouding me here. I stand by everything I said.
Brent, dude asked his father to have a talking to on our show. Like,
yeah,
like, and then his dad like responded.
He followed through.
Okay,
You see what happens when you're not here, Brent?
Yeah.
Okay.
The answer is
No,
Brent.
I don't.
Brent called me fat and sent that girl jumping up and down. I don't know.
And then what did I respond?
You called him horny.
No, gave him $10.
He did.
Yeah, same thing.
Steph, check on your mans.
Oh man.
From that to children, who won the Little League World Series?
What is going on? That's
Taipei.
Taipei, Chinese Taipei.
Yeah.
Not Taiwan, Brent.
Taipei.
Is it? Yeah.
Chinese Taipei is your winner. 9 EPL matches. How many were draws?
Not worth answering.
Wow.
3.
You should know, big soccer guy.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
0.
4.
2.
Dang.
How far away is the moon? This is the one that didn't happen this weekend.
I'd say a few clicks.
How far away is the moon?
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about space this weekend, so
Couple over yonders.
Couple
over yonders for sure.
I mean, are we going light years? I don't know. How
No, it ain't
well, how do
gonna
you
go
quantify?
It's miles. It's miles.
Okay, thanks, man.
Sorry.
I don't know how we.
Sorry,
quantify
damn.
space.
Miles.
Okay.
142 million miles.
I'm gonna say like.
I'll take the under.
I'd take the under. For
Oh really?
Sure.
I was thinking like 2 million miles.
It is surprisingly close.
I'll still take the under on
Oh
that.
really? It's
I'll
like,
say like 50,000 miles.
That's actually not as crazy as a guess. It's not
I
correct.
thought that was absolutely insane. 50,000 miles.
It is. It's so much better of a guess than Brent's.
Give me like 120,000 miles. I guess.
That's not a bad guess.
Okay.
238,855 miles. Somebody's car right now that's listening to the show has that many amount of miles on it.
That's
and if you would have just
wild.
started
Just drive.
towards the moon, you'd be there.
You would be there.
So
if there was a road.
That's an interesting, Hamby, to do the math before the show's over. Like, how if you go like I don't know 80 miles per hour or whatever, how long would it take you to get to the moon?
Shouldn't that just be that number divided by 80?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Okay, fair enough. 238,855 is the number.
238,855 divided by 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
Hopefully you don't get pulled over.
Yep. How many
You would make
hours,
that joke.
Brent?
2985.
Okay.
So 3,000 hours. Oh, you want to know how many
Divided by
days?
24.
124 days.
We could go now and be there by like Christmas.
We could be there.
That's crazy.
We could spend a little time there. We could come back all in a year.
That's wild.
All in a couple months.
Huh. That's crazy.
All right, 2 more. Who led the Jags in sacks this preseason? I'm assuming this person is real. I don't really know. It was not Smoot. No, Smoot's real for sure.
Strigo.
Yeah.
Strigo, huh?
Yeah. How many?
Two?
Two's your lead.
I'll do it.
According to this website, it's 2. It could be wrong. Again, I
Hit
said
a bunch of sacks.
Yeah.
Will that translate is the question.
Last one, UFC this weekend. Hamby bet on a bunch of it. I'm not sure how many he got right.
He didn't do well because he had all the favorites. There's a bunch of upsets.
How many in 12 fights? How many knockouts?
3.
3's a good guess.
It's more than that. If 5?
I'll take 2.
5.
5? Yeah.
5 knockouts.
5.
Known UFC guy.
Yeah. What do you know? Can't bet on it, but I can talk about it.
It's good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Care about Tommy Fleetwood winning?
It's such a joke. Like, there's no scenario that the PGA Tour Championship, the FedEx Cup, the champion of golf is anybody but Scotty Scheffler is a huge, massive joke. So they got to figure that part out.
The only way Scotty Scheffler doesn't win is if I put money on him.
Well, I didn't realize that they stopped doing the strokes thing.
Yeah, they stopped doing that.
I didn't realize that. That's dumb.
All right. Hamby's going to Starbucks, looks like.
Hey,
Casey,
listen, I got 1 week to catch Hamby.
I'll see you at Ruth Chris. I'll see you at Ruth Chris.
I got 1 week to catch Hamby.
Wait, when do we do the first dart throw?
Well, next Friday is the final.
Yeah, I got some questions about that as well. Another one of my... I'm not making a dartboard.
Yeah, I thought we were doing the app thing. Or like the...
We were, but I got screwed again. So,
yeah, well.
Screw you guys. I'm going home. Call me Eric Cartman.
What a throwback.
8 o'clock tonight, Blitz Breakdown. We debut an hour high school football show at 8 o'clock right here on the network. Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. In fact, I will be showing our game of the week on the network throughout the week, too, so you can always catch it. ActionSportsJax.com. Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with the purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team, like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein.